So yes, the Heresiarch's Seminary. So this is not, we hadn't quite finished the level we were on last time, right? We had arrived here through a portal. I do believe. We arrived here through a portal. Oh, well, I say that. Oh, there's several portals. Oh, I hadn't realized that. Well, damn, don't I feel silly. Well, regardless. Oh, geez, okay. Oh, and I just backed up into a portal. Alright, well, here we are again. Oh, never mind. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, we had just come through this direction. We had solved this whole puzzle. This whole thing was one big freaking experience last time because we were revolving around this whole area for so long. We finally figured out we have yet to get into that little section in the middle, but we did so much other cool shit last time. Yes, it's all coming back to me. We explored the side rooms, did all that shit. So yeah, now, oh jeez, ouch. I'm trying to remember how I kill these guys. I just light them on fire. Yes, you just light them on fire. Oh, hello. Thing about this game, which is tricky, is that it seems, I don't know how true this is, but allegedly they will just keep respawning enemies at you, which is just not annoying at all. 69 health, by the way, nice. So anyway, so yeah, so we had opened up this door after many trials and tribulations. Let's just go through this first portal right here. So this is the portal I think we were about to explore. Oh, I see some friends. Very good. It looks like there's a lot of interconnected portals here. I don't know if I'm actually able to connect from here. I might have to... That might be like a door that you can see through, but you can't actually shoot through. They're trying to shoot through to me. Oh, hello. And as always, I'm trying to be mindful of my ammo usage because there are an infinite number, I think, of respawning enemies, at least to a certain point, but there is not an infinite number of resources. We have a finite number of resources. And cheese it through the wall, but I would imagine that means they can cheese me through the wall as well. So I don't know how smart this is. Ouch. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, they can definitely hit me through the wall there. But I can't get my bullets through there, so yeah, I shouldn't be trying it. Oh, we got corpses. Speaking of eternal darkness and those kinds of visual effects of blood dripping down the walls, that kind of shit. That is delightful. Let's say we got some more of these lads. You know, it occurs to me, it's been a while since we've had a new enemy type. I think in this level we had the mage lads, the hooded, robed mage lads. Those are like the new enemies from this level. I wonder if there's more. Oh, hello, more guys coming our way. Also, the fact that we only have, I think, 3 weapons. Yeah, and they're all very good. Ouch. So sometimes there's bad guys, sometimes it's good things. Seems like it's usually bad guys. It's like these things are not paying off for us, it seems. Yeah, it seems like I ought to... Oh, what they... Yeah, they can shoot through me. Oh, wait, that's because those things are semi-permeable. Right. I should have recognized that. Yeah, those things are semi-permeable. Whoops. Whereas the pillars are just straight-up pillars. Oh, wait, did I go the wrong way? I mean, I guess they're all interconnected, so I guess it's fine. Open my tea beverage. Apologies, Irasi, I know you're watching right now. I apologize, Irasi. I'm calling this a tea beverage, but as an Englishman, I know that, like, you know, what is and is not considered tea can be very controversial in the United Kingdom and in Britain and other places, so I call it tea, quote unquote, but you know, there are generous finger quotes. Also, this thing is really, like, locked down, man. This thing is fucking Fort Knox. Holy shit, I'm having to use my shirt like a pansy. Damn. Might have to go to the other room to grab the little rubber grabbies. It's one of these where, like, it's just fused. So, like, plastic cap is just fucking fused. God damn. Here, I'll try one more. Oh, shit, hold on. Shit. Damn, these guys hit fast. Fast and furious. He's like, I heard you're struggling with tea, you fucking chump. Get good, scrub. I'll bash your skull in. Whoop. And don't let the reflectors get me. Oh, and more friends. I'm gonna light his ass on fire. Which usually does a pretty good job of hacking him over. But not good enough, it seems. I keep hearing noises. There we go. All right, let's try that again. Before I embarrass myself further. Oh, never mind. Nope, it looks like more friends are here. They're like, I heard you. We heard this man is distracted. Let's get his ass. Ouch. Oh, he's got the fancy projectile one. Ouch. I got the bullshit gas. How could I forget about the bullshit gas? There we go. Yes, music to my ears. Although it won't last forever. There we go. All right. A lot of lads down there. Can they not get to me? Will that work? Kinda. But I can't seem to get the fire down there. There we go, there we go. That's what I was looking for, that splash damage. And now they figured out how stairs work. Ain't that some shit? Everyone knows stairs are illegal. That splash damage, ouch, is satisfying. It's hard for me to tell with my small brain which of these types of lads it has just a shield or has like the energy shield thingy that does projectiles. I kind of got my ass kicked a little bit there. Let's drink some juice. You can use these like just little rubber grabby dealios to get a better grip, because that's like always the struggle. It's not like a matter of being unable to like apply enough force. It's like just getting enough friction, getting a good enough grip to get all the force that you want to apply to it without shredding your fucking palms into a pink red mess rather. And these fucking dudes. So these guys would make fun of me for my bottled tea beverage related events. We won't give them that opportunity though. We'll be sure to blast their asses beforehand. There you go. I feel like there needs to be some kind of proverb that dictates that the harder you have to struggle to open a bottled tea beverage, the sweeter the taste. The sweeter the victory, I would say. Some more of these friends. And yeah, these guys are fancy. They have like their own little projectiles. It's not just shield bullshitness. Oh, and looks like they spawned a new friend. If we were really fancy, we could inspire some infighting. Usually it's easier said than done, though. Because when it's an all-melee class versus an all-range class, it takes some very specific kind of kiting strats. There we go. Usually it's not worth it, honestly. Unless you're trying to conserve ammo. Unless it's one of those, like, super hardcore, difficult maps where you don't have enough resources to kill everything yourself, so you have to like, kind of weaponize infighting in that sense. So there's a door up here. We could also keep going this way. I've mentioned it before and I'll say it again. I love just the vibe of games like this, man. I love like how old-timey it is. I like the very primitive in a lot of ways kind of structures and design and just the graphics and the textures. There's just so much to appreciate. Even though I wasn't really into well, that's not true. I was into games when this game originally came out, but I didn't really have like the resources or the ability to play them very much back in the day. But, so even though I didn't, like, play this game, or even the games like Dark Forces or Doom, back in their heyday, I still have nostalgia for this era of gaming, kind of by proxy. So I like this kind of stuff. Alright, we know that guy is waltzing around. I feel like I hear more things. Okay, but we can't open those doors. Let's go ahead and grab Mr. Her. Also, there's a run button I keep forgetting about. And more friends. See them to just pop out like that. Still have lots of these things too. Guess that will do it. Cleric is good. Puzzle wall. That was actually one thing I looked up ahead of time as well, is to see what would people recommend as a good class for a first-time player. Because as you would imagine, there are some people that very much like the mage class, and some people like the fighter class. It seemed like a lot of people, generally speaking, were saying that cleric is a really good, well-balanced class that's really good for first-timers, that kind of thing. So that's like a pretty safe bet. Some people were saying that mage is more of like a hardcore experience. If you want a good challenge, mage is good. And of course, I love a nice challenging game like this. Although I feel like this game is already challenging, so I feel like I'm not really struggling. I'm not like blazing through this game easy peasy. It's definitely a challenge. Oh, the challenge is less about combat and that kind of thing, more about just level design and that kind of stuff. I was gonna say this is a good choke point, literally. Yeah, someone who's never played it, it's like I want to make sure not to go overboard with like biting off more than I can chew. I understand that somebody was telling me that I think this happens for pretty much all the classes in the game, but apparently cleric's final weapon is bazonkersly overpowered, and I don't doubt it. I would imagine that probably every class has that to at least some degree. I understand that the mage class has a cool starting weapon that has infinite ammo but very little damage, so it's like you have really good ranged, and it's reliable, but it's not a lot of damage, so you know it's kind of arduous to use. Just kind of things like that. Interesting for sure, but cleric is good for a first time. Yeah, I mean, if I were to ever do a second playthrough this game, yeah, I would say mage would be my second choice. I've heard fighter is cool, but like it's kind of like not boring per se, but it's mostly melee, and you have a lot more defense, you have a lot more armor, like you have a lot more speed, so you can deal with melee just fine. But it's just a lot. It's kind of formulaic. It's a lot of the same kind of thing. Again, this is just hearsay. I can't say how true that is, but that was what I was hearing from other peeps. It's disgusting in good ways. That's all I like to hear. Hello, Arto. Good to see you, friend. The final weapon. Yeah, you might have been one of the ones, Arto, that was telling me the cleric's final weapon is pretty dope. And I do not doubt it in the slightest. It's got one door on the side here and lots of stone doors. That means we're going to be hitting more switches, and hopefully in the process not getting stitches. Going to be hitting more switches to unlock doors, and then trying to find what door we just unlocked, because we've seen like 4 stone doors so far. So that'll narrow things down. Also, of course, I need to wait for that to dissipate. The gas lasts a pretty good while. Ouch. Showed that wall who's boss. It's like a timing trick too, trying to get the shot off right at the right time. Now, I am pretty proud of myself. I am using the flechettes, I like to think, pretty decently well, or at least pretty decently frequently. It always makes me a little bit sad if I'm just leaving behind ammo or like pickups for things, you know, for weapons, that kind of stuff, because that would imply that it means I'm not using certain things. So if I'm picking up the flechettes, it means I'm putting them to use. Also, I see that we don't appear, at least. Oh, here we go. Is this a door? There we go. I was gonna say, it looks like there were no other obvious paths forward, so there's probably a switch that I missed. Or a hidden door. There's one more, right? Oh, maybe not. I thought I saw one of them, like, start to go translucent. 1/9 of the puzzles. There's 9 of those types of switches to pull. Now, the question is, did that open up something? Or is all that did... How am I trying to grammar the sentence? Did that actually open up something, or was the purpose of that switch only to solve 1/9 of the puzzle? Let's find out together, friends. Looks like that's still closed. Let's go back to the outdoor areas and just kind of poke around a little bit. And of course, there's more switches, or not more switches, more teleports to go through. Poke around out here a little bit, but it wouldn't shock me if... I can't unpull that. Wouldn't shock me if that was it for now in this area, and we had to do other things to open up more stuff. There's a lad. There's a lad right there. A robed lad right there. Let's keep going this way then. Ice spell is really satisfying. That sounds familiar. I think I've heard people say that, yeah, mage gets some really cool abilities. They're not always easy to use, but they are often very cool looking and like very satisfying. So it's like mage has a lot of things going for them, even if they're not always easy to play or not always the sensible choice. Allegedly, they are a fun choice, and I do not doubt it. So we saw this earlier. I think maybe we saw this earlier. We saw another similar area, at least, where these side areas open. No, there we go. There they are. These guys opened up and gargoyles poured forth. Whoop. Oh, that's the physical manifestation of the puzzle that we're solving. So we solved one of them. Oopsie daisy, I prematurely walked through a portal without meaning to. It was not this one, although I guess I might as well. So you know what? No, I think I will try to be at least somewhat linear, maybe not linear, but do a breadth first approach here. Except now I'm realizing that I don't know how to navigate through back to the area we just came from. There we go, here it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and do my darndest not to pop into these things prematurely. I don't want to pop prematurely. It's embarrassing. It's supposed to get easier when you get more experience to not pop prematurely. Embarrassing, and it's, you know, it's you want to give your all to these types of situations. You don't want to be selfish. Yeah, I'm close to backing up into. Yeah, I think that's the portal I kept backing up into earlier. Don't even use the flechettes properly. Oh, thank you. That's nice of you to say, Arto. Yeah, I recognize that there are situations where they are very helpful. Other situations where they're less great. But yeah, there's like certain choke points. Honestly, this actually would have been a pretty good choke point for it as well. But this door right here. But these guys are like pretty simple. I like to use them for the big spicy boys with shields that are hard to deal with. So we have more of these lads. Some guys up top. And I say, speaking of which, there's a shield lad. The top right. Got things like that to look forward to. It's a pretty large, large, big old area here. I could snipe that dude before he becomes a problem. I mean, he kind of already is, but he's only going to become more of a problem. There we go. There's a hit. It's tricky. I'm probably better off using this thing. Yeah. There we go. It's just simpler that way. Yeah, now these guys are almost entirely the shooty pooty shield lads. Not just the melee boys. Oh, shit. Oh, there's one here too? Well, damn. There's a hit. There it is. Those guys are everywhere, and they are very sneaky. I think the strat is to like kind of hug this wall. That way the guy behind me can't get to me. Or it can't get to me as easily, at least. This is going to be pretty sneaky, honestly. Of course, the auto aim not really doing me a lot of favors in this one particular instance here. There's a hit. I think that's probably the strat, is to just use these guys. Each class uses them differently. I've heard that as well. The fighter version of it is like he just throws it and it's a more of a projectile, like a frag grenade projectile kind of thing. And there's no lingering smoke. It's more of like a one-time kind of explosion. And I can't remember what the mage does for it, but yeah, I remember hearing something about how each class does it differently. Oh, we just killed everything up there. Perfect. Alright, so now this guy is all that remains up there. Trying to do those like jump shots to just tickle his health down little by little. There's these guys up here. Maybe the strat is to just power through here. Just more up here too, yeah. Gonna be pretty tough. We have like a decent bit of health, but not like a crazy amount. There's a lot more of these guys up top as well. There's got to be a way to get up there. Gotta be a way to get up here somehow, some way, some when. It's like we're eventually just kind of launching these shots that kind of lazily fly over. Oh, I think he... Wait. Maybe that was just him shooting me. Looking for any kind of elevators or platforms leading up or something. Oh, one of these guys. I know these guys are really good to fight with the fire. Oh, it's a... Wait, hold on. Oh. This is quite the gauntlet. But I am getting low on health. Yeah, those projectiles are really sneaky. Kind of hard to dodge at times. If I can just kind of nickel and dime him. Oop. I don't have infinite resources here, so I can't go super crazy. I can only go medium crazy. I want this guy to pop up so I can like follow him down that way. Nothing else, I can definitely focus on this guy for a minute. This one there as well. Problem too is that they, with their shield, they can just kind of hunker down and turtle. You know, they can just, there we go. It's like you can't just lay into them. You have to pick your battles. When's this guy gonna pop up so I can actually, yeah, that's probably only pops up very briefly. There's a good hit. Just do one of those again. Ouch. It's a problem, like it touches anything other than the bad guy. And it's gonna be no dice. Oof. Alright, there's one. There we go. Finally got his ass. Holy shit. Alright, so this goes... It doesn't go up. Does it go down, though? It's supposed to, but I don't know how to make it go down. I am eventually going to run out of ammo here. Pressing the use button to see what I have to do to make this go down. I saw it go down previously. Now it's not doing it. Maybe I have to kill the bad guys first. That guy out of there. It's a hit. Thankfully, he is having a hard time getting his projectiles to reach me, much like how I can't get mine to hit him either, so I guess we're both struggling in that sense. There we go. He's out of there. Alright, so we're getting this down little by little. It's this guy up here. There's a dude down here as well? Oh, shit. I think I must have opened something earlier. Oh, maybe when we activated the platform. Do that. Opened up some side areas. Alright, so in that case, let's go down these side passages. Oh gosh, why are these spinning? I'm scared. I thought maybe they were gonna like open something. Oh jeez. Teleported on top of me there. Okay, so, I mean, I can see you guys. Oh, it grinds you down, though. Okay, don't do that. Do not do that, then. Man, can't damage them fast enough. So after all that, got some green ammo. Secret passage? Actually, it might not be secret. This might be a required passage. It's one of those games where what appears to be a secret might actually be required. Also, nice dead corpse there. Very good. So we've seen two walls. This one actually might be more of a secret. Let's find out. It's gonna bring me up then. Right, so that answers one question. How do you get up here? There we go. He's out of there, and there's one over there still. And then if I were to just jump back down... Oh, you take full damage. Okay, good to know. Then back up here then. Okay, this is the other area. That guy's trying to launch shit at me. I think he just killed his homie, which I'm very okay with. I think my shots just, like, my bullets just can't reach him. Don't travel far enough. Yeah, there's two of them up there. Bunch of little power-up thingamajigs, which are nifty, but I don't think, of course, we were full on these specifically. I can't remember what these do in particular. I think the answer is going to be to go this way. A lot of zombinos here. Oop. Those little bullets can go right through, can't they? I think I may be getting a few shots through. Yes, I can get some shots through. Oh, this is probably not a very efficient way to do this, though. I was gonna say, I know that guy's up there, so I can't get too comfortable here. Oh, they're fighting! Infighting, nice. Love to see it. Whoa! Yeah, I just can't get through there. But look at that, they're fighting each other, and it's great. Love watching this kind of stuff and seeing how it goes down. Are they friends now? Ah, that's lame. You should be pissed at each other. It was great. And there's one up there. Shit. And I can't imagine doing this without mouse and keyboard controls. Can you imagine? Oh, shit. It was ready for me. So there's that guy down there. Don't know if I can use that from that close. And just swoosh around this way. There we go. Shoot him in the butt. Then wait for him to drop a shield. Whoa, and not do that. Definitely not do that. If that's an option. There we go, we got his ass. Alright, cool. Alright, so same kind of conundrum, it seems. Oh, hello. I saw two things die. Is that another ninth of the puzzle? It is. Alright, so I don't know if there's more up here specifically. There's probably passes sitting down, isn't there? There would be. I can't seem to find anything. Alright, cool. Jump down. Still lots of bad guys and other things up here. Now that we've solved 1/9 of the puzzle, another 9th of the puzzle that is, I feel like we're not fully done yet in this area. This thing... Oh, right, I can't really rest easy. There's still those guys. Yeah, they're still here. Gotta find, like, the right wall to click on or something. That's a good shot. For a lucky shot, I'll take it regardless. There we go. One more. Takes 3. Or 4, rather. Okay. It's a shame this isn't lowering anymore. I was really banking on that leading me somewhere, but now ever since I killed the one bad dude, I think the swamp is sad now that we killed its master. We killed the Shrek to the swamp. To the swamp, that is. Can't figure out how to get that way specifically. Might have to come back later. Unless there's something else that I was supposed to do, but yeah, we'll have to come back later after more switches have been flipped. I was thinking maybe there'd be a place to drop down here. Yeah, no dice. Keep thinking there's like more areas to explore over here, but this actually might be a dead end for now. There's areas above, but I don't know how to get above without figuring out something about this little swamp pool here. That might just be a fool's errand for now. Yeah, let's just keep going then. Now that we've solved another ninth of the puzzle, maybe something else will pop up now. Let's grab some health before we leave. Let's see, there were bats that like fell down somewhere. Oh man, it's always disorienting looking up and just the way the camera kind of shifts a little bit. I don't think there's anything else there. And Zephyr, thank you very much for that raid, my friend. Thank you very much. Let me. Oh, it's every once in a while that happens. I'll press the escape key, and I promise I'm not hard on my keyboard, but apparently I pressed the button, and my escape key just decided to pop off my keyboard. So just clicked it just right. Thank you very much. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to press the escape button so I could go and highlight this thing. Thank you very much. Zephora rather. Hope you're doing well. And thank you, Cheesemosa. Hello, my friend. You led the raid. Well, thank you, Cheesemosa. That's very sweet of you. Thank you for sending some new friends our way. I appreciate you for using your influence in positive ways to drag people here kicking and screaming. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, Zephora, for that raid. How are you guys doing? And Cheesemosa, how are you doing as well? And also, how was your stream, for that matter, Zephora? Let me do a quick shout out for you, my friend. ABC, there it is. Doing some Among Us, very nice. Were you doing like solo queues, or were you playing with like the homies, like playing with the squad? I'll admit, I haven't really played much Among Us, but I do love watching other people play it, especially when they got like the squad going. They got the crew. I'm gonna poke around a little bit in this area, although I am not convinced it will lead to anything, but there's a bunch of doors that previously were locked that might now be open, actually, so I'm gonna poke around a little bit. This is what we're playing through Hexen, by the way. This is an old, like, mid-90s FPS. If you're looking at this and you've never seen it, but you're thinking this looks like Doom, it's because it's using the same engine as Doom 1 and 2, so it's a Doom-like in that sense. It's a very fun game, but it's very old school, very archaic, and kind of hard to navigate at times. There is a map that does exist, but it's a little bit meager, and it's not the bestest, so there's a lot of running around semi-blindly trying to find my way. And of course, it's kind of like Doom, but instead of Doom, which is more guns and sci-fi and horror, there's still horror, I suppose, but yeah, instead of sci-fi and guns, it's more Lord of the Rings and swords and magic and that kind of shit. Was on a huge killing spree. Excellent. Oh, and you were playing with them, Cheesemosa? That's fun. Cheesemosa, correct me if I'm wrong, or actually, or rather, I'll just ask you if you ever stream, because of course I know that you're very much involved in Persemine's chat and with Gabi and all this other cool peeps kind of in that kind of community of streamers and content creators and such. If you were to stream your angle and you know, when you're playing games with the homies, that'd be kind of fun too. Of course, you know, it's not like a huge deal if it's not something you're into, but if it was something you were ever curious about, it's something I'm always happy to encourage, you know, from friends who are even slightly interested. As you, I'm sure, have already pieced together, you do not have to be a professional out of the starting gate. I've been streaming for several years, and I'm still trying to figure out my shit, so that's how it goes. That's just part of the process. Okay, here we go. Here's the other major area. Oh, she's having a hard time typing. That's okay. I appreciate the raid, though. It's very nice of her. Did some Among Us with the homies. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. I think we learned that lesson last time. Don't try to shoot those guys through the fireball. Or, I'm sorry, with their fireballs. Don't try to shoot them through the columns, because it will not go well for me. And, of course, as always, I do recognize that it is getting kind of late for certain time zones. So no shame, no hard feelings whatsoever if people have to hop off. If you've been watching Zeph for a while and you got other stuff you got to do, if it's late where you're at, I know in the Eastern time zone it's almost 10:30 right now, so you know, normal people with normal and adult schedules have to go to bed, you know, at reasonable hours. So I promise I will not be offended if the view count drops. It's something I totally anticipate. Thank you, Cheesemosa, for the cheer as well, my friend. Using your positive influence. You're a force of good on the internet, using your positive influence to drag people here into my stream. It's very sweet of you, my friend, and I appreciate you. Using your diplomacy roles, using your superior social skills and diplomacy role skills. Charisma, that's the word I was looking for. I mentioned Dungeons and Dragons earlier, so I was like, okay, I might as well go full tilt in the D&D references. Also, I'm having a hard time hitting this guy, so we'll just launch the green shooty pooties at him. Shooty pooty, absolutely. There we go. There we go. So much more satisfying. So that's what got us last time. So yeah, we'll do something eventually that will open up those columns, but for now, we just have to avoid getting got by them. Just opened up all these things, and all of them had freaking gargoyle friends in them. Thankfully, they're fairly easy to kill, but the sad thing is that they're very sneaky and agile little lads. It's easy to lose track of them. More dead, spiked bodies, skeletons and such, zombie skeletons and such. Oh, that's some actual ammo, that's useful. So down that way is probably our salvation. Let's explore the rest of this area up here, though. More zombie friends, more of these lads. Yeah, it looks like that is... Yeah, it's like I'm having a hard time shooting through those gates, but they can shoot through the gate. They can shoot through those, no problem. We, however, have a harder time. More health back. And be a little bit careful. I don't know what's down here, other than more gargoyle friends. There we go. And there's more where that came from. I keep watching my 6 because I'm worried that enemies are going to spawn behind me. And of course, there's blood dripping from the ceiling. That means there's more skeletons that are stabbed and bloodied. Okay, sounds great, Cheesemosa. Thank you for popping in. Thank you again, Cheesemosa, for leading the charge here to our stream. And thank you again to Zeph for the very kind raid. Have a great night, Cheesemosa, and thank you as always for your kind words and your positive energy. It's always refreshing and always very fun. I appreciate you, my friend. I'm sure I will see you around in other streamers, chats, and whatnot. It's always a pleasure. In the meantime, I'm just like pressing. If you ever hear me walk up to a button, or to a wall rather, and just hear this, it's because I'm pressing the use button, and I'm basically like looking for secrets or hidden walls, that kind of thing. Especially when you see something like this, where there's like 2 different looking tiles. You would think that that might be significant in some way, but maybe it's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's just the way like level was put together. Oh my, we found some friends. One of those there. Trying to like drag them into the gas that I just dropped there. There we go. It's getting them slowly. Let's put one right there. Another choke point. If you listen closely, you can hear it tearing their asses up. And gas does a pretty good job. Eventually, it just takes a while though. Yeah, good for these kind of choke points. The tricky thing though is that it's, well, for one thing, I use the term choke point very liberally because it's a choking gas, but also it means that I can't pass until it goes away, so I have to be mindful of what I place as well. I got most of them. When there's a large collection of those lads all together like that, that can be a little bit stressful. Okay. Pick up some supplies now. Supplies, motherfucker. Oh, I solved more of the puzzle. Somehow, I see there is a... Oh, that's the pig. Pig icon. Interesting that has the picture of the fighter, the warrior. I wonder what about the fighter specifically is helpful for that guy right there. Let's go ahead and make a save real quick. I'm gonna try to just run and jump there. See if that'll get us where we need to go. I hear more monster noises. Just nondescript. Whoa! Nondescript monster noises in the distance. Okay, let's try shooting it first. There we go. Oh. Well, that's no good. I can shoot it just fine. Maybe I have to like crouch jump. Oh! Oh, you don't actually jump through that. I see now. So you open that up, and that acts as a switch that opens up more things and more secrets. Okay, the porkulator rather, is I think used to transform bad guys into little piggies, little pig friends, to make them harmless, basically. Of course, it doesn't work on everything. I don't think it works on bosses, but it's good for firing into a crowd to make the bad guys very useless. So we apparently hit another switch without even knowing it, so that's good. Also, I knew that wall was suspicious. We were looking at that wall. There was no way to open it from there, but I knew there was something. Call it the pro gamer sense. But yeah, I knew there was something about that wall that was kind of sus. Not gonna lie. Kind of sus, NGL. I used a bunch of the flechettes. He's got the skull in his hands. And the demon statue. And more of these motherfuckers. With their shields and their lasers and their bullshit. I'm not a fan. Not a heckin' fan. And of course I'm missing all my shots. Falcon shield is... I think it just ups our armor class, our AC. And this pool of water is just a pool of water. There's no special properties about it that I can tell. Alright, so that's how we get here. It's all fine and good, but... I don't know if there's anything you can do from up here. I mean, we can kill that guy, but... yeah, I think that platform was just for that one potion and nothing else. I see those pillars are still there, which tells me that there's like another layer, another layer of puzzle solving to be done here. So we solved in total 1/3 of the puzzles. But I have a sneaking suspicion that there's more where that came from. So we go back to the let's see. Do I want to do this one first, or do I want to do this one instead? Let's do this one instead. Oh wait, no, that's the original one. Here we go. So we go back here. Actually, I lied. Let's go back to the main hub. That's not what this is. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting how to navigate this area. There we go. So we've done 3 of these 9 challenges of sorts. And of course, we have more friends. Oh boy. So exciting to have more friends. Friends like you, who needs enemies? It's gonna bop him. There we go. I was gonna say he's probably low on health anyway. Okay, so that's all grand. I see this area is still closed off. I think most of that is still fine as well. And we of course did so much last time to get this mural activated with all of the gemstones and such. So I don't think there's anything new there. Make some odd noises. Wait a second. When I pressed used on this, did this do something? Did it lower that platform? No, it didn't. Okay. And that... it's like I'm hearing some kind of noises in the distance. Already been through here. Okay, so let's go back into this area then. The fact that there are 9 panels on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there it is. 9 panels on the wall. And each time we solve one of the puzzles, it straight up tells us Page up. Page up tells us, where is it? 1/9 of the puzzle has been solved. So as we're going through those areas and we're hitting those switches, things are happening here. Unless there's like something I'm supposed to do with this. Yeah, I think even like the insignias in the wall kind of match up. Like this guy is on this one. That like the wolf friends are on this guy here. So we go back to this area. I wonder if anything new is here now that we've flipped other switches in the other rooms. There's still a lot of closed doors in this area specifically. Might have to explore more of the rest of the like the normal rooms though in this level. As these 3 portals are great, but there's only 3 of them. If there's more that are expected for us to play with, then we might have to start snooping around. Is this area? Yeah, this one's closed. Yeah, that's like the dead end. So there's nothing else we can do there. Check behind here. I think I did. Double check just to be sure. We already hit the switch. Yeah, that switch right there. That's still closed. Yeah, so nothing new here it seems. Let's go back to the second area then, which would have been this one? Yeah, this one. With this one, there's like a whole bunch of areas that we couldn't quite figure out how to reach. There's lots of bad guys abound, like this guy up here. I'll eventually kill. Except he keeps like, he likes to shoot me as well. Of course, they're spawning new friends as well. It's hard to shoot from here, obviously. They seem to have a pretty good vantage point on me, but I'm having a hard time landing my shots on them. Unfortunately, auto aim is trying. Or aim assist, rather. Oh, God. Spawned several new friends. I'll definitely feel a lot better once this guy is dead. The ammo and the health investment it requires to get here, or to get there rather. There we go, he's finally dead, holy shit. So nothing else up there. I think he was the last enemy in this area, actually. I mean, there's still noises. It still sounds like there are things. Can I jump on these candles? It just occurred to me that the pattern on these candles, like the placement, is kind of weird. It's not very organized. It's just kind of a disheveled mess of candles on the wall. So I wonder if that's significant anyway, or if it's just there for show. But looking for any hidden switches or anything like that. Anything at all in this pond. Hearing other noises too. I feel like it's either ambient noise or there's monsters in other parts that I've yet to see. It's frustrating because at one point we actually did see that pond area, that like swamp pool there. We actually saw it lower a few times when there was a bad guy in the pond, and then I killed the bad guy and then it stopped lowering and raising up. So it makes me wonder if that's just like a bonus area that I saw and I've missed the boat on it, or if there's something else I have to do to cause the thing to fly up and down. I'm hearing all kinds of like ambient noises in the distance. Of course, we already hit this. Oh, I had not hit that already. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. I just walked by that a bajillion times and I never hit that switch. Well, I'm glad we got it then now. Already been that way, and of course there's bad guys here. Oh, wow, that just drains your health, though. Holy shit. Let's do the most recent autosave. which I think would have been this one when we teleported into that room. Yeah. So this guy's still gonna be alive. And he will be the last one. Yeah, he's the last thing that we haven't killed in this area. Alright, I got the double hit on his ass. Oh, that's right. And yeah, they'd spawned some new melee friends. And they're not actually that friendly, shockingly enough. They're not very nice, contrary to popular belief. Almost got his. There we go, got his ass. All right, cool. So, the switch over here. Hey, Elgaso, what's up, buddy? Thank you very much, my friend. There was a switch. Oh, actually, I don't know where the switch was. It was like hidden in the wall here. Thank you for that resub, my friend. Hey, doing Elgaso, it's good to see you, bud. We're, of course, continuing with more Hexen. Here it is. There's that guy. So, yeah, we'll hit that switch. I shouldn't attempt to go down that way because that leads to certain pulverization. Pulpification. This is less arduous, or less, less scary. Let me just hump all the walls. Every wall that can be humped shall be humped. That's, yeah, this area out here is less scary, but still like uncertain though. Thinking there must be more teleports elsewhere, maybe. Oh. Oh, okay, I missed the jump. Let's try this one, actually. We've already gone up here before. There we go. There's all these things we've killed. Yeah, there's nothing else obvious up here. I don't see any switches or anything. Nothing sneakily hidden in tucked away places. These pillars are still very much barring our progress here, even though, I mean, this gap looks like we could just slide through it, but nope, we can't. That is not how it works. Go back up this way, but my brain and also my intuition, my professional gamer intuition tells me that this is also not going to get us anywhere. So we might have to look around throughout like the main area of the original map. As I was thinking, this is all that we had to focus on, but now I'm not so convinced. Let's go back to the swamp area. Yeah, this is still not moving. Yeah, I still don't really see anything else we can do here. Let's go back to the hub with all the switches on the wall. Or they just not change them? I like to think that they had the ability to change them into something else, but chose to leave them in the game. Because, yeah, the Doom Guy grunts are iconic and very recognizable. I'm pretty sure the exact same grunts from Doom 1 and 2. Would not shock me in the slightest. Call it an artistic choice. Yeah, there's 2 dragons, so that means there's gonna be 3 of each ones. 3 dragons, 3 wolves, 3 griffins. So actually, that might mean then my theory was just debunked then. It's not that there's more teleports, it's that there's something else we have to figure out within those 3 teleports. This area right here is such a tease as well. I mean, it looks like you can just barely squeeze through it, but you can't. Like, gosh dang it, you really can't just like kind of slide through. We're just too bulky. We're too thick. Oh, the pitch gets shifted when you play different classes. That's actually pretty awesome. I can see the warrior having like a beefier, more baritone grunt. It's nice of them to give us more toys to play with. Thing I can do while I'm up here. Well, I know what that noise means. That means they spawned a new friend for us. Maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. Oh, here he is. Okay, let's look in the Griffin area again. We just flipped another switch for the Dragon area, so maybe the Griffin area will have something new now. Kind of forgetting about the... Yeah, you forget about the noise for a little bit, but then you're like, oh my god, this is wonderful. Maybe something happens when we kill the bad guys? Not convinced. Especially because it's hard to get bullets through there. Oh, hello. They can hit me with fireballs, but I can't get my fire shit through there. And actually, that one hit just because it was so close. If nothing else, melee usually will get the job done. Now there's only one of them. You know, I'm getting desperate if I'm like just looking to see if just killing things will open things up magically. Now, was this closed off previously? Oh, this was closed off. Okay, so this is something new then. Yeah, there were gates here. These gates right here are open now. Let's progress little by little. Except we have an arrow pointing that way. But no obvious ways forward. Am I just supposed to trust that something will carry me forward? Let's go ahead and save. I don't know if I trust this necessarily. Arrow is pointing that way. Looks like a long way down to me, homies. Ah, it's a leap of faith. Interesting. All right, we can go that way. Back this way. Oh, this is something else. Oh, that was locked. Okay. I was just to assume that the game had my best interest in mind. Like, no, it's okay, Alex. You can trust us, Kappa. We won't kill you. Through mysterious and/or bullshit means, we would never do something like that in a game like this. Like, okay, all right. Seems legit. I've never been bamboozled like that before. It's a lot of these friends. That splash damage can do wonders. Okay. Be a good boy and be nice and careful here. And not get too excited. There we go. Oh, there's still more. And more friends. And more portals. More friends and more portals. Things I didn't know I needed in my life, but now I recognize that I do. So the blue friend does not appear to go anywhere, or maybe this is just like a receiving area. The red friend definitely goes somewhere. Yeah, there's nothing. Here is something. Oh. There's lava there. I'm hearing weird noises. Oh, the walls are shifting. Oh my. Like I just got pulped. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna get pulped next. I think they're ever shifting. So I think this is one of those where I'm just gonna have to, like, be very careful about how I move about this area. I was thinking maybe, oh, it's reforming and it's about to reach its final form. I'll just wait for it to finish. No, it's just ever shifting. This is an interesting challenge. Definitely want to pick up resources and ammo. When resources and ammo are so finite. Ooh. Oh, man. That's a sneaky one. I've installed the switch and everything. Wasn't expecting the ceiling to fuck me over, but I shouldn't be surprised. Whoop. And of course, there's the shift button for running and sprinting and such. God damn. Okay, so we got that part at least. Man, I don't know how to not take damage there. My goodness. There's something where it's waiting for you to try to make your move. It's not like a timing thing. You just got to go fast. Maybe this is a switch I have to hit. Oh, there we go. I think that might have locked certain walls in. Oh, never mind. Bullshit. Oop, oop, oop. That guy's getting pulled. Hell yeah. Doesn't feel good, does it, homie? Shit kind of sucks, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Is this where I came from? It might be. Yeah, it probably is. I was gonna see if there's anything on the opposite side from the spawning area, but I think I just did one big circle in my haste. Boop, boop, boop. I thought I saw something else just out of the corner of my eye. Some kind of pick-upable thing, but maybe not. Oh, it's still crushing you. Okay, maybe that's the thing. You gotta, like, time it when it's coming all the way back. So what did the switch that I hit earlier do, then? I hit a switch that had, like, a little skull on it. Yeah, I hit that. What did that do? Also, is it done? Is it done trying to fuck me? Oh, what? Still? Oh, what the hell? I was like, maybe it's safe now. It looks like there's another door over there. So there's something you have to do. It's either a timing thing where you have to, like, kind of goad it and just know what to expect. Like, you have to know about it ahead of time, or there's more that has to be done foist. Is this it right here? No. Ooh. Oh shit. Sometimes it's hard to remember which doors are moving or which walls are moving where. I like that stock sound effect, by the way, that stock scream sound effect. It's something you'll hear in movies and other games all the time. I think the first instance in which I ever heard it was in the Mission Impossible N64 game, like, based on the movie. Based on, I think, the first Mission Impossible movie from the 90s. Not that one. Is it over here? Yes. Yes, something clearly has to happen after you press these switches. I'm not convinced that that's like the end of the line there. Seems like anytime that's one of these types of walls. Oh man. Yeah, this wall right here. There we go. So is that what causes the walls to shut the hell up? This one right here. There it is. 4. So we hit 4 of these things. You know, they're still popping off. Let's go ahead and save. So we've definitely made progress. We hit 4 switches. Will I still get stitches? No, I do not get. I no longer get stitches. And move about freely. Now this is open. Okay. And the walls have calmed the fuck down. What an annoying but unique challenge. Challenge that I am glad to be done with, but man, oh man. Just an aggressively angry and murderous room. Yeah, let's go ahead and follow this teleporter. It'll probably take us to the previous area. It did. As anticipated, but that means it probably opened up something else. Somewhere else. Somehow else. I'm gonna guess it'll be something in the wolf room areas. So each switch seems to open up something in another area. Because these are still closed, obviously. So to the wolf rooms. So we'll check all those doors once again. Oh, look right here. Already this one's open, whereas this one was never open previously. So progress. Oh, wait, maybe I'm full of shit. Oh, I see. This loops around to the back area. Oh, I didn't realize that's where that led. Okay. This is open when it was not open previously. This one is also open when it was not previously, but this is a dead end. So it looks like all the doors are open now. These barrels look like they should be smackable. I mean, you can smack them, but they don't open. You just get the satisfaction of smacking them. Without any, you know, sexual payoff. Let's go and go this way. Oh, hello. One of these friends. Thankfully, there's not a ton of places they can go. They can't zoom around all sneaky freaky like they like to. I like the lighting effects and the shadow effects here. Very ominous and menacing. Like this kind of shit. Oop. I understand there's a lot of dudes here. It's a little bit hard to see. If you guys are having a hard time seeing it on your end, I can trust it is also hard for me. Several doors that are openable. This is the back area, like we've seen. So all the doors are open. All the doors, all the hatches are open. We saw these guys from afar. In the side areas. There we go. Okay, this is already closed. This is gonna be, I think, easy to get twisted and turned around, methinks. Oh, sorry. Oh, we were done. More health. Some torches. Yeah, you're right, we do have torches. So if we're in like a super dark area and we're just completely without way of seeing, then yeah, the torches will come in clutch. So we've already seen that area. Yeah, because I think in Heretic there were some areas where it's not that it was hard to see, it was like completely black without the torches. So it's like you just could not possibly be expected to navigate without it. So I'm holding out, I'm holding my torches to see if those kinds of cases come up, to see if we'll need them later on. So I know it's a finite resource as well. This is often the case with games like this. Can I break the glass? Does not look like I can. Okay. More ammo though. Try to keep an eye out for other hidden switches or mysterious, suspicious looking doors, that kind of thing. Or sconces that are unlit, like this one here. It's a little bit suspicious. It's a torch on the wall here, but doesn't seem like it has any kind of functionality. Is that painful fire? No, it is not. Because this is also kind of sus looking, you know? But nothing happens. That's okay, there's still plenty more entryways and doors to, I think, explore. the doors stay open after you've clicked them. Let me step through the doorway before dying. I feel like I did something with my life. Like I've been using a lot of ammo, but we're pretty much staying on top of it. Staying mostly full the whole time through, which is great. It's cool how this weapon fires 2 shots, and the shots were automatically bifurcating to hit the 2 guys that were staying left and right, so it was just kind of auto-targeting both of them for me. It was very convenient. There's the second wolf switch. It means there's one more, oh boy, one more wolf switch, one more dragon switch, and one more griffin switch. So that was a cool effect when the pillars dropped, and we all knew there was more bad guys. So how could there not be? Oh. That goes somewhere. It do go somewhere. It did tall up Putty Tat. Yeah, I'm having a hard time reaching, getting a shot in there. There we go. Rook. Icon of the Defender. I think that temporarily raises your AC, I think. Something like that. Nothing else there. Oops. These don't go up, do they? If they do, I don't think they go anywhere. Of course, I did hit that, just to be clear. Yes, I think we're set now. In this area, at least. This is still kind of suspicious. Maybe the next thing that we do in the other rooms will eventually open that up in some way. Otherwise, oh, I was about to say, otherwise this area's looking pretty set. This is how we got here. How did I get here? Unless there was another opening that I missed, but I think this is all of them, I think. Oh, this one's still closed, okay. Yeah, so that will probably be where we go next. In this area. I go out this way. There was this one. Okay, yeah. That was the only new area. Alright, cool. So let's go back to, I'm gonna guess, the dragon room. Actually, if we do a quick status check, status summary. We've done 2 of the 3 of all 3 of these icons. Seems like every time we come into this main room, there's like something new waiting for us in this little central area. I think it's actually done for now. So let's check the dragon rooms first. I don't know if that's like what the game expects you to do first, but it seems like that's like the most convenient one. Killed all the bad guys in the top areas. I think. Unless there's any surprises, we should be good. Let's check these side areas first. When bad guys getting spawned in front of us. Okay, so this is still locked. That much is unchanged. And this is still the same as well. There's bad guys there, but yeah, good luck getting bullets through there. The guy here as well. Splorch. So I can go up top. But it seems like every time I go up top, I rarely, in this area at least, I rarely get anything out of it. So unless the other part of the main area has something new for us, I think it's looking like this area is still not open for us. That's not doing anything. So maybe it's the Griffin area then. Still hearing noise in the background. Walking up to all the walls and hitting the use button and just listening for the sounds of things happening. But instead all I hear is the confirmation of a grunt. The grunt of nothingness. Yeah, let's go back to the other areas. Let's check the Griffin room then. Griffin portal. Let's see if those bars... these bars here are still closed. Oh, but these are open. Or, well, something's open because these guys are walking around now. Unless they got spawned in. Certainly possible. Usually when enemies get spawned in, though, it's the small grunt lads, not the big boys. Okay, yeah, that's still closed. I was hoping it would not be closed. I just can't get the shots through there. All I can do is smack them with my melee weapon. It's not a very efficient way to do it. Okay, I question if this is really even worth it. Unless killing them does something, but I don't get the impression that it does. Heard another noise, although I think that noise was the bad guy spawning in somewhere. This guy. It's the purple thing on this wall. Oh, interesting. I missed this. And I think this is a required door. Maybe I'm wrong, but if it's one of these switches... It is. Okay, so sometimes the switches are hidden behind required... or hidden required doors. That's how you open that guy. That's how you open this guy. Okay, that explains that mystery. I think that means this area is fully open now. Break these? I guess they're just there for show. Cast device, I think that's for warping bad guys away, or it's for warping us away. I can't remember which one it is. And it gave us a torch. That might imply that we're expected to go into some of those darkened areas and poke around. Nothing else. These areas are kind of dark and spooky. Let's maybe see if there's anything else here I would have otherwise missed. Is that still there? That's nothing new. There we go. This area is like kind of dark, but not like, you know, impossible to navigate. And this, of course, was the bullshit puzzle with the walls, but the walls are no longer moving in or doing anything really. So that's fine. I think the what was that? Was something over there? Maybe my eyes deceived me. I thought like I saw indication of something over there. I thought we could get over there even if we wanted to. But I think the griffin area is sufficiently excavated. I don't think there's anything else we could do here. Seems like that's the theme though. I gotta keep an eye out for any kind of wall with the griffins holding the little pink or purple gemstone. That's like the indication that there's something special here. Or there, rather. Oh, hello. And this is still here. Yeah, alright, so I feel satisfied. I thought the piece of the stained glass is still on that guy. We hop up the stairs. Then I suppose we'll check the other rooms. We'll go back to... Well, for one, confirm that all 3 griffins are illuminated. Alright, so let's go back to the dragon room again. Oh, here it is. Let's see if those side areas are open. Either one of them, because there's 2 side areas in this overall space that will eventually become open. Oh, here we go. That looks encouraging. If there's bad guys flying around, it's a good sign. When there's bad guys abound, then the good directions are found. Or something. When bad guys roam, then you are in a... You're in the right zone? Something, I don't know. I need some work. Oh yes, infighting. You love to see it. Who's gonna win? Take your bets now. I'm gonna guess the melee guy's gonna win. Oh yeah. Anyway, so continue going this way then. So this, that was already available. This is open now. Apparently we were killing other bad guys here, as these robed lads were already dead by the time we walked by this path. Oh, wasn't expecting that to work. Hey, look at that. Splorch. And what's this gonna lead to? Some kind of vantage point, probably? It do be a vantage point. Although... yeah, it's not really enough to make that jump even if we wanted to. It's fine. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, I heard a noise that I don't like. These fucking dudes. Heckin' things. Whoa. Switches. Other switches and maybe don't get stitches. This would be a really good place to hide some kind of switch thing. Nothing jumps out at me though. Let's go this way then. There we go. This is moved. Perfect. So much nicer than trying to squeeze the little gap. This will take us to the top area. And what awaits us there? I do not know. Gotta be just one more switch somewhere. After all this trouble. It's up there, it seems. Or there's something up there. I don't know if it's the switch, but it's a switch. Oop. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I pulled the switch and I listened and I heard a thing moving. Couldn't tell you what or where the thing was, but I definitely heard a thing going, so it's somewhere in this room, I think. Probably in the main area, for that matter. There's this puddle of sorts. Maybe I need to go back into the side. Oh, well, this is here. I don't know if that's always been there. That still isn't lowered. Maybe I need to check that area again then to see if there's any hidden switches up there that I missed. These doors, yeah, or these walls don't do anything. Let's go back up top. I'm wondering if there was something else I was supposed to catch. This one first. We're getting close to cracking this wide open. That right there looks kind of suspicious, don't you think? That placement there, but I can't even reach it. So I don't think that's it. Does not appear to be it. I'd be really sad if that switch only gave us an extra chalice. I think the chalice replenishes all your ammo, which is good, to be clear, but it's hoping for some progression, you know? Looking on like the pillars, because the pillars here would be a really sneaky place to hide such a thing. So far, no dice. It still isn't moving. I was getting so confident we'd found the thread that would take us to victory. I'm really proud of myself. I haven't yet resorted to any walkthroughs at all. There have been a few points where I've been pretty close, and I'm not, you know, opposed to doing such things. I truly do get stumped. But I do try to keep that to a minimum. Let's check this area one more time, though. We already hit this one. Let's go this direction as well, because this was already open, but maybe there's something else that's open differently out here. It's a stretch. And of course, there's these two. This way. Did I hear another thing open? Can I go back down? I heard another thing open as I was going up. Oh, I think it was that extra path. That's what it was, I think. Of course, a new enemy has spawned. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I was hearing this return back to its original location. Its formation. The grinding. Yeah, that was the noise. The grinding of the walls and such. I've dropped down there. Yes, I believe I have. Yeah, no, that's the thing to Ardo. Even for people who played this game a lot back in the day, I wouldn't expect them to remember this kind of stuff, you know, like the back of their hands super easily. These are very opaque and very interestingly, but very challengingly designed levels, I think, at least. Whoa. Like, this is very challenging, and I wouldn't expect anybody to just remember this super organically. Now, was that path open previously? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe this is what I was looking for. So, no, I wouldn't hold against anybody for not knowing the solution to my quandaries. Let's go this way, though. This looks encouraging. Sounds like I've been here at all. It'd be one thing if it was like a really memorable dungeon from like a game that a bunch of people had played, but Hexen's fairly obscure. A lot of Doom people from back in the day, original Doom people, you know, Doom 1 and 2, know of Hexen. Like, I've known of Hexen for a long time, but I hadn't played it until now. I think my first introduction to Hexen, I want to say it was like, I don't think it was Angry Video Game Nerd, maybe it was the Happy Video Game Nerd, or one of the like kind of offshoots that was like reviewing obscure console games. Because there was the N64. Oh my goodness, look at all this. Interesting. They were trying to fire at the wall this whole time. All the decals in the walls. But yeah, there was the N64 port that I understand not a lot of people liked and had rough controls and was a lot harder. So it's like that was my introduction to Hexen, was a very negative kind of experience. People saying that, you know, the N64 console port was bad, or at least not very fun to play, especially for kids back in the day. And not really knowing that the PC port, the original version of the game, was a very good game, but like is very demanding. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again, I don't think I wouldn't have had the patience for this game as a kid. So I think if I would have gotten Hexen 64 and played it when I was younger, I would have had a negative opinion of the game, because I just wouldn't be, I wouldn't have understood it. I wouldn't have been the right demographic for it. The reason I saved before jumping into here was because I was curious if there was any kind of way to get back, because the swamp water does not appear to be re-emerging after you kill the monsters. So yeah, once you jump in here, you're kind of doomed to it. So instead, I'll just load the game. So we hit the switch. That's all that matters. We got what we came here for after some trials and tribulations. We got that shit figured out. Limited by cartridge space. It was, yeah, cartridge space, and also just input control strategies, you know, mouse and keyboard versus a single analog controller. Not even controller, but single analog, man. This is before the days of the DualShock, so it was a simpler time, and a more creative time when it came to console first-person shooters. But yeah, if my first impression of this game was with a single analog stick control strategy on a cartridge on a console, I mean, yeah, I would have stayed away. I would have stayed far away from this game, wanting to subject myself more to it. And of course, there was Doom 64, which my understanding is that Doom 64 was quite good. Doom 64, of course, was a cartridge-based game, and it was a Doom game on the N64, although it was not a Doom 1 port like I had thought that it was, because I'd previously just kind of written off Doom 64 as being like, oh, it's just yet another Doom port. But no, apparently Doom 64 is a full-fledged Doom game. A lot of people say it's the true Doom 3 in the sense of a sequel to Doom 2. I think it came out after Doom 2. And it's a wholly unique game with, well, it's a Doom game, obviously, but the levels are unique. I think the weapons are pretty much the same. Maybe there's a few new monsters, but I think the game is... but very much the focus on like the new level design, that kind of thing. More of a focus on, oh, I like the confetti. That was, oh, it wasn't confetti, that was the glass. Never mind. I thought that was confetti coming from the ceiling, but no, that was stained glass. My understanding is that, yeah, Doom 64 is more atmospheric, has more of like a focus on kind of moody lighting and that kind of stuff. So less puzzle focus and more about just like more ambience, that kind of thing. Seems like Doom 1 and 2, definitely Doom 1, I mean, and I would argue to a lesser extent 2, but definitely Doom 1, the focus is on like, yes, killing demons and monsters, but also like trying to find your way through levels and kind of more of a puzzle experience in some ways. Doom 2 feels like more of a, maybe I'm wrong here, but I always thought that Doom 2 is kind of, felt more of like a, there's still puzzles, there's still navigating, but there's so much more focus on combat. It seems like it was like, give the people what they want, and they want more combat, more blood, more explosions. So it seems like they like really cranked up the encounters and the combat, and still kept the puzzles, but like it was a lot more of the former. I was gonna say, can I break these myself? I cannot. Splash damage, baby. I was about to use my flechette devices, but then it occurred to me it probably wouldn't be worthwhile. Hey, Gracie, thank you for contributing to the boost. That's actually a really good point. Thank you to Gracie. That's my actual girlfriend, by the way. Hope you're doing well, sweetie. Hopefully, by the way, let me check, make sure I have messages that I've missed. I try to keep up, but sometimes I will admit I don't hear the ding. I've got my phone too far away from me. But Gracie contributing to the boost is an excellent reminder, because we have a boost the stream goal challenge thingamajig going. I think we are, I know it started yesterday. Yeah, we're past the halfway point. It began yesterday when we were doing our community stream, and similar to previous boost challenges that we've had in the past, the way it works is that we have a channel point goal that we're trying to reach. Ouch. And if we reach the goal, then we are, here, I'm gonna place that down. If we reach the goal, then our channel is boosted for some number of streaming hours, and boosted stream means that you are given better algorithm treatment. You're usually higher up on the directory for the games you stream, that kind of thing. So it gives you a nice little boost. It's not huge, it's not going to put you on the front page or anything, but it is a nice way to get a little bit more exposure. Something I definitely looking for opportunities to do when it comes to growing the stream, that kind of thing. It's why I'm trying to be more present on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, trying to expand the influence and bring in more peeps. So of course I love having people here and chat with people, and I'm grateful for those that are here, but my main goal is to try to bring more people in, and of course make the existing people happy, of course, but try to drag in some new blood. That being said, the stream that we did on Friday, the kind of bonus charity stream thing that we did on the One Up for Cancer stream, that went really well. I was really happy about it. It was a lot of fun. I, of course, am an Extra Life devotee through and through. However, it was fun doing some charity stuff for a non-Extra Life charity. And it's not the first time we've done something like that. We've participated in fundraisers for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, There was the Emmaus Homes charity thing here in St. Louis. And then there was one other one, and it escapes me, but I've got the folder for it still on my hard drive. So, yeah, we've explored and done things for other charities beyond just Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network. So, you know, we're building up the streamer resume and like the charity resume decently well. And it's not to say that's like the main reason that I do these things. It's not just to, you know, pad my resume, so to speak, to make me look fancy, but it's a thing to consider. You know, it's certainly a portion of it. But anyway, yeah, the stream we did on Friday was a lot of fun, and I was really impressed. The people who organize it are, one of them is a Twitch partner, and she was able to secure a front page slot for the first, I think the second person actually, because the first person that streamed, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I was right the first time. It was the first person that streamed on Friday morning. She began at like 10 a.m. I think Central Standard Time, and yeah, she had a front page slot, so it's like there was like 20,000 people watching her play Banjo-Kazooie, which was really cool to see. So that's a lot of great exposure. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up now. A lot of good exposure for the charity, obviously. You know, for One Up for Cancer, getting a lot of people introduced to One Up on Cancer, and on their overall mission of trying to raise money and resources for adults fighting cancer, that kind of thing. So that was pretty cool to see. So it's like, you know, when I hear myself talking about the front page, that was something I got to witness. I got to see some charity activities on the front page, with the One Up on Cancer, which was really nice to see. So that's. I hope that they get more opportunities like that. Also, we got a cool new weapon. I'm just gonna fire it once and see what happens. Wow. So it uses juice from both weapons, it seems. Or from both ammo pools, that is. But it's a gosh darn rocket launcher. I'm gonna go out on a limb and suggest this might be the final weapon. It's a cool weapon. Yeah, I thought it was like a key at first. Because we've been constructing this whole time. We've been like, here we go, let's use it on this guy. Just fucking destroys their ass, like rips them to shreds. This whole time we've been constructing this thing that we've been finding pieces for. This is the third piece, and I was thinking what we were building was a key to get to something. Turns out what we were building was a weapon to spank Mega Satan into infinity and beyond. So anyway, seems like there's nothing much else here. I was looking to see if there's a way to get up there. Like how the break in the ceiling is shaped. Well, it's just the lighting really is all that is, but it looks cool though. I will try to save my ammo. Now we got this cool weapon that drains ammo from both pools, or magic from both pools. Like, just make the jump. That's so much easier. I was overcomplicating things. Whoop. There we go. Oh, really? You had to collect those. Interesting. So this was non-negotiable. You had to collect those to open the portal. Oh, it births spirits that are tearing these dudes to fucking shreds. That is dope. Now, I was warned that this thing is OP as heck, and they were not kidding. For those that warned me that this weapon is disgusting. You don't even have to fire it that many times. Just fire it like once, and it just births all these little spirits. It's like Ghost Spirit from Diablo 2, where it like seeks out the targets. So, to be clear, it still said 1/9 of the puzzle. I think that was the final 9th, right? It didn't say anything else. Yeah, it didn't say anything else had been done pursuant to the puzzle. Of course, allowed us to get this pickup, which was nice. That'll actually be really useful. The fact that we have several of these chalices. We have 6 of them. That means that if we are in a boss battle or some kind of situation where we need a crap ton of ammo, we can just spam this weapon, the weapon we have right now. We can just spam the shit out of it and then use the chalices to get our ammo back. Because it's like a full refill, I think. So that's pretty darn neat. That could be very helpful if we are in a pinch. Alright, so let's go back to the main area. Hey, thank you, Panda, as well. Thank you, Panda, and Algasso, and Gracie helping out with the boost. It helps me out a lot. If we reach the boost, I've mentioned this before, how usually whenever we reach the boost, we get like an average of maybe 5, maybe if we're lucky 10 new viewers, maybe a couple new followers. Like, it's a measurable increase, and it does help me out a lot. So in my mission to reach more people and to expand the audience and to get more people interested in Extra Life, that kind of thing, it is very much something that is near and dear to my heart. So I appreciate people helping out. Let's go back to the main area now that we've gotten the monastery challenge solved, supposedly. Let's see what's different. Look at that, we fixed all of the panels, all 9 of them. So now, let's see what awaits us. I'm gonna guess that this area right here is open. Well, not yet. Oh my! Okay, we just saw something. I know what it was, but it was a thing. That's Mega Satan. Let's not fuck around. Let's kill Mega Satan with the big Mega Spank weapon. He's like, well, he kind of looks like a Satan demon thing. He's got little floaty boys. He's got claws and tails and shit, so my ghost spirits are fucking him up, so far as I can tell. So he's got little spirits as well. Shit. I think it's doing stuff. What it's definitely doing is that it's draining my ammo. Oh shit! Huh. Got my bones rolled. I think that was just big damage. Let's see. That would have been the last autosave. Yeah. That was when he just warped back in. Let's maybe try some other weapons. It's possible the weapon I was using wouldn't be great for boss battles, because I wasn't convinced that the shots were landing. I'll start with this one. It's a cool noise when they warp in like that. Speaking of boss battles, it's almost like I knew that they were gonna give us something shiny to fight after giving us a shiny new toy to play with. Seems like we gotta be very careful, because that one big scary thing that got us earlier was like, it took us from... Oh, interesting. Took us from almost full to almost death. Oh, maybe it's like... because it was bouncing off of them. I wonder if there's like an invulnerability period that we have to deal with here. Yeah, I think that was the one that fucked us over earlier. Okay, now he's susceptible to green. Okay, now he's not. There's purple, green, and blue. So he's got purple. Does that mean now he's susceptible to green? Oops. No, he is not. Okay, so... maybe we just have to use the spirits. Because I'm not seeing evidence that I'm actually hitting him at all. He's making noises, kinda. Because they're like circling around him, but I'm not getting any like confirmations of hits. Maybe I need to like sneak around behind him or something. Hit his back. Hit it from behind. I'm not quite sure. I feel like that's hitting him sometimes, at least. Like I don't see an obvious. Oh, there we go. He just spawned something. I don't see like an obvious like getting hurt animation, but I see what might be it sometimes. Hey, Puzzlewell, thank you for that, for helping out with the boost as well, my friend. What if I do this? Oh, there we go. That was it. Oh, but they go for me sometimes, it looks like. Maybe if there's no targets, they go for me. What about this? What about melee? Okay, that would not be a good idea right now. The fact that he's spawning bad guys means that he's probably hurt. Oh, there was a hit. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. We got his ass. All right, so I don't know what caused him to become vulnerable to green suddenly. They got the job done. Oh, or is it? Are we we dying? We're not dying, but are we collapsing now? A lot of new enemies have spawned. I don't like it that we just killed their boss. Oh, I guess we never did figure out how to get into that space, did we? To get the wings. Unless it's open now? Oh, yeah, it very well might be. Alright, well, sure. Which means that we are perhaps not done yet. I think I have to activate the wings. I've used most of my ammo in that fight. But again, we of course have the chalices if we're really getting desperate. Can I activate the wings? There we go. Unless maybe I was supposed to... Oh, shit. I wonder if I was supposed to wait. To, like, before I go through the portal or something. Because there was a portal in that other area. So that is lowered. Oh, shit. Was I supposed to stay in there? So if I go through that portal, let's see what happens. Also, I don't know, I kind of just want to fly around and explore now that I have these wings. See if there's things I wanted to reach earlier but couldn't. Like, for one thing, it's so much nicer going out here now, because exploring the upper areas was so much more arduous previously. So having the wings really is really cool, but you get it so late in the level, it's almost not worth it. I mean, I say that, I'm sure it'll still have some kind of benefit. Alright, these things are just rotating forever. That's right. I think we've already... Oh, here's some ammo. Oh, okay, that just loops around. Like, for instance, we've already been up here. Yeah, we would have had to have been up here. We had to go through that whole dungeon area. Be able to get there, though. It's cool, just... It's like... It's not quite no-clip, but... Flying mode has the same... almost cheaty feeling energy of, like, I can just go anywhere. This is great. Let's go through the portal. Oh, okay. I was actually hoping there to see... I was looking to see if there was anything in that little area we almost ventured into. The Heresiarch. Their foul remains lie strewn at your feet. Gathering the last of your strength, you prepare to enter the portal, which leads from the Heresiarch's inner sanctum. There's the ramparts of an immense castle looming ahead, silent towers with bare walls. Surrounding a spire of black stone, squats in the center of the castle like a brooding giant. Fire and shadow twist behind. Gaping windows. Baleful eyes glaring. Enemies are waiting, it says. I'm gonna do one real quick thing. I'm gonna load the... This was an autosave. In fact, I'll go ahead and do a manual save. Oh, shit. I just loaded, didn't I? Let's load that one then. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. I will save this one here. And then I will load the previous save. Because I want to see what that other area was. I guess we have to refight the boss, though, which is fine. I have a feeling we're probably going to fight... Or we're going to see more of those guys in the future anyway. So I have a feeling it is worth my while. Or rather, it's not a waste of time to fight him again. This would not shock me if this was like one of those games where what was once a boss becomes a normal-ass enemy later on. In fact, that's how Heretic was, because in Heretic, you fight the Minotaurs, and they're like a very important and significant boss, and then later on in the game, you're just fighting them as normal-ass enemies. Oh, I have these things. like that hurts him, obviously. Well, sometimes. It kind of hurts him. It's not like that bad, obviously. But yeah, fire's fucking him up, though. Ouch. So yeah, there's definitely certain parts where he is susceptible to certain types of damage. And right now it's not green. Whoop, I keep getting stuck on the level geometry. Yeah, that purple attack is what fucked me up real bad last time. Or not last time, but the time before. But we're definitely fucking him up now. For a minute, it looked like he was just sitting in the poison. I'm gonna keep getting stuck in the corners, and I don't have a way to, like... You can't just shoot those, can you? Yeah, you cannot. Yeah, you just gotta outrun them forever. They seem to be somewhat sentient, at least. These fireballs are very annoying. There we go. Will that be enough to kill him? Not quite, not quite. I think he spawned a friend and then I instantly just auto-died, I think. The fact that he spawns friends means he's getting desperate. Or he just wants some company. Or he's just lonely. Ouch. Interesting that that attack, when it hits me, it does damage but then also poisons or something, because it's like you lose some extra health in the intervening seconds. He's able to get out of the poison damage pretty easily. Got his ass. Alright, so we got him again the second time. I don't know, I'm still unable to discern an obvious pattern when he's susceptible to one type of damage versus the other. Seems like you just gotta, like, bounce around. It's easy to see when he's immune to green damage because they bounce off them. But with the red damage, it pops regardless of when if he's vulnerable or not. So it's not as obvious, for me at least. Alright, so the main thing I wanted to do was see what was behind that little mystery door number 2. Because after it closed, it never reopened. So it's like you get one chance, so don't fuck it up. There we go. This is my one chance to see what's behind here. So I'm very curious. Kind of bums me out that this game sometimes has those broken bridges. Because I like to explore, you know? It's like I like to explore around. Wanted to see what else there was, so... It's a shame that... Oh, something else entirely. Maybe I should have grabbed those swings first. Hey, what's up, Devil? Thank you for helping out with the boost. Got some stuff here. Oh my gosh, this is a small area. Actually, yeah, Devil, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well, bud. Thank you for joining in, bud. We're playing a really cool game called Hexen. I've never played it, but it's very good, and it's... I don't know what I've stumbled into. I think this is like a little bonus area or something. Oh, okay. I don't know if this is a bonus area because we were fighting the boss, and we beat him, and then we found this little bonus area, and I don't know if this is like a separate thing entirely. I guess we will find out soon. And of course, it's throwing some more friends at us. I think there was another room not too long ago in an earlier level where if we were to like sequence break it and take another portal earlier, it almost threw us into a bonus level, but I got scared and I worried that I was jumping into an area before I should have, you know, the game wanted me to. So I didn't commit to it, but there was one other path that looked like it would have taken something else. Like taking us to a new direction in life. Oh, I shouldn't be using too much of this gun magic because I only have so much of the green juice. it's weird because the weapon we're using fires green bullets, but it uses blue juice, blue ammo, blue magic. Whereas the fire fires red and uses green ammo, green juice. Well, that is... Can't really do much of that. Maybe I'm just supposed to tank the damage down at the bottom there. Doing bad. That's good. That's good, bud. Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I'm playing. This game is good, but it's kicking my ass a little bit. But it's all good. We got the Extra Life Marathon coming up in 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks or so, which is wild and stressful. I'm in a good way. It's a good thing to be stressed out by, but it's like I got that I'm planning for. I was actually out of town most of last week on some work travel, which was fine. It was work travel, so it's not like I got to do anything fun. It was just, you know, go and do the thing, do the work stuff, and then head home. It was a lot of renting cars and driving, and of course plane rides, that kind of thing. So it was not very fun or glamorous, but you know, we just gotta get through it. So we got on with it. I'm gonna make a separate save. I'm gonna call this one branching path ? Because I have no idea what this is gonna lead to. And I'm gonna have healing potions at the ready. Whoop. Okay, not too bad. That actually wasn't too much damage. Maybe we're just expected to tank it. But it's good to be back in town, though. I don't really love being on work travel, that kind of thing. I like fun traveling, but I will say that, like, I was actually kind of surprised at myself. I haven't really told anybody about this. I was really anxious in the days leading up to the work travel. This was my first time traveling, you know, post-pandemic, and we're still in it, technically. So I remember, like, being surprised at myself. I was, like, kind of nervous. I was, like, kind of nervous to be leaving, you know, to be stepping on a plane. Of course, I knew I could trust myself. I would wear a mask. I would be careful and, you know, social distancing and whatnot. But I was kind of surprised. It's like, man, I'm kind of surprised at myself that I was, yeah, feeling kind of anxious. I wouldn't say I was, like, fearful per se. But, yeah, I mean, I think just the events of 2020 and even this year kind of fucked all of us up in ways that we haven't fully yet unpacked, or at least I haven't fully yet unpacked. So yeah, that was like a kind of, and like I said, it went fine. I think once I got into it, it wasn't so bad. But yeah, like the night before, I remember being like really just kind of anxious. I didn't sleep very well the night before. I was just really antsy in the pantsy, and not the fun pantsy. Oh Jesus, what the hell are you doing here? I guess I have to fight you out here or something. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that's an awful place for that guy to spawn. That's why I made a save. Because I knew that shit was gonna go down. Yeah, I know. Me leaving the comforts and familiarity of my office and my bedroom and my dog. It was also nice. But it's good to be back. Like I said, it went well. I mean, it's not like it was a disaster or anything. The trip went well, and there will likely be more trips like it. Probably no more this year, but probably sometime next year. It wouldn't shock me if there was more like that in the future. So there's probably more where that came from. But for the time being, it sounds like things are probably going to be kind of chill. Just comb the beard. Yeah, I just kind of like, it's like a comb over. You know, when people when they're bald, they do a comb over of their hair. It's like a comb under. I comb my beard up under into my mouth, or over my mouth rather. Surprised the lava doesn't hurt this guy. Doesn't seem to mind. But yeah, I was like I said, I feel like I was doing pretty good. I feel like I was pretty good about wearing masks, that kind of thing. Of course, everyone on the airplanes were wearing masks. Everyone was being good there, so that was reassuring. And at the airport, that kind of thing, and at the office where I was working for this trip. So that was, you know, everybody was being good. No people being assholes on the plane. No people, you know, being shitheads, that kind of thing. Because a lot of us have seen online instances and like videos or pictures of people being, you know, freaking nutcases that are trying to like intentionally buck the rules and you know, make things miserable for everybody. I think when people get like that, when they get very belligerent about following rules and being like, you know, I shouldn't have to follow the rules. It's my right as an American to do whatever the fuck I want. It's like, dude, none of us like this, man. None of us are happy about this. We're just trying to do it like it's because it's the right thing to do. Like, we're trying to be responsible. It's like, I think there are people that think that we like wearing masks and socially distancing and being nervous. It's like, man, nobody likes this, dude. This shit sucks. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people like wearing masks. Like, maybe it's nice for an anonymity perspective, but in a lot of ways, it's deeply uncomfortable. so I shouldn't be trying melee on these guys. I'm gonna just go for the shooty pooties. Got his ass. The Karens and the Kevins. Is the Kevin the male Karen? I always thought it was Kyle, but Kyle is the one who drinks Monster Energy drinks and breaks holes in a drywall, I guess. So different kind of energy. Immortan Joe. Oh, from fucking Fury Road. Oh my god, yeah, with the mask or the like the what is it called? Like the little ventilation things. Yeah. Yeah, it would be good at as a mask because of course it covers most of the face. It would also be good at social distancing because nobody would want to fuck with you if you're wearing a mask like that in public and you're out and about and you are displaying to the world how fearless you are. And if they've seen that movie, they wouldn't want to fuck with you either. So it has multiple benefits, I would say. See multiple dark and scary paths. I'm gonna move very slowly. This area is dark and spookular times. Oh wait, we've already been here. Oh, okay, that just loops around. I need to go back and watch Fury Road. That's a really good movie, and I liked it a lot when I watched it. When I first watched it, and I bet there are things I would appreciate more upon a second viewing. Oh. Lord. I'm fighting by sonar here. I'm listening and watching. Oh shit, for the decals of things popping out. Man, oh man. Those curved bullets curving in ways that are so beneficial for him and not beneficial at all for me. Oh, not done yet. Can I light the torch? No. I can just walk up to it and hump it. Oh, there we go. And so, we did all of that. What did we gain from it? We can go down that way. These areas are still dark and scary. But the torches are lit. It's lit, fam. Let's go ahead and jump down. And we have more potions if need be. I'm gonna make a quick save. In this branching path question mark path. There's nothing down here, it seems. Like wearing the masks, just in general. That's the thing too. Yeah, some people just prefer the privacy and the anonymity, which is nice in some situations. It's also nice in the winter because if I'm outside and the wind is blowing and it's hitting my nose turns into a faucet and I just start leaking everywhere. It's gross and I get snot and it's gross and disgusting. If I'm wearing a mask, it kind of shields the face from the cold winds. Oh, here we go. So that part's kind of nice, actually. And also, like, yeah, if you're in like a crowded place and you, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a good example of this. Maybe if I'm like at a convention. I mean, I haven't been to a convention in years, but if I were at a convention, I could see wearing like a social distance mask being nice because then you can just kind of sift through the crowd. It's like you kind of blend in a little bit better, so it's less. Ouch, that hurt a lot. It's less. Oh, there's more dudes over there. Like, I don't know, you draw less attention to yourself, I think, in that sense. So, like, I think when it comes to being a little bit more introverted and less like drawing attention to oneself, I think wearing a mask can be actually quite nice. Is there something here now? Oh, wait, this is the intro area. That portal's how we got here. Good if you want to rob a bank. That's good, because I rob a lot of banks. That's true. I'm getting into that line of business. That's actually why I was out of town. It was a bank robbers convention expo where, you know, there's panel discussions and presentations on how to have sex while you're, sorry, there's no way to make this weird, to make this not weird. Yeah, how to hold the gun properly at the train engineers, at the conductor's head when you're trying to roll a good intimidation check, or like what kinds of equipment to put on your horse when you want to catch up to the train before boarding it. All these kinds of dimensions of train robbing that I'm now learnt upon thanks to this convention that I attended, this expo. Very conspicuous anyway, just make a terrible bank robbery. Yeah, that's the thing too. The whole idea behind something like that would probably be to make yourself less conspicuous. Whereas, yeah, if it's me, I'm wearing like a Beatles t-shirt or something like that. I'm I'm probably not fitting the part very well. Oh boy. I got last time real bad by these fucking dudes. It's kind of hard to navigate. Going to get Burning Hands out. It's not called Burning Hands, it's called Firestorm, I think. But it makes me think of the spell in D&D called Burning Hands. Ooh, Burning Hands. Whenever I think of Burning Hands in Dungeons and Dragons, I think of playing Pathfinder back in college. And I'm trying to remember the exact situation. I think we were trying to get through a dungeon, and we happened upon like a barracks of the bad guys, and it was like there was beds, there was furniture, like wooden furniture, that kind of thing. It's like it's not like a bunk or anything, it's just like a bedroom. Series of bedrooms, you know, relatively cozy, that kind of thing, but definitely for housing soldiers. And we're trying to fight through this one room, and at one point we got through the room and we closed the door behind us, and we were like barring the door to prevent them from coming in. And our sorcerer had the idea of casting Burning Hands. I'm trying to think how he did it. He was able to cast Burning Hands on something as we closed the door on them. So their room was like burning up, and we were holding the door closed on them, so they were like suffocating on like, you know, smoke fumes and whatnot. So pretty fucking brutal, obviously, but it worked out quite well. It was a very efficient way of dealing with several bad guys. I think they did eventually break through the door, but they sustained damage in the process, so it kind of tenderized them by the time they got to us. So I see a helmet there. More flechettes, which is good because I was using those a lot in the boss battle. I'm gonna fuck up this jump. It's a simple jump, but I'm gonna fuck it up, so let's do a quick save. Oh. That's nice. Hey, what's up, Oats? Oh, oh, Stoats. Oh, there we go. I know who you are. Yeah, there we go. I was like, wait a second. We have a friend, you and me, Saint Oats. Or Stoats, rather. We have a mutual friend where Oats is a significant part of his name. I'll you know, abstain from sharing any personal details about him because, you know, privacy on the internet. But I was like, wait, that's not, he doesn't usually say how do you fare, or fare thee well. That's more of a Dan thing. That I was like, oh, I get it now. I've solved the puzzle. As you can guess, we're playing more Hexen, and I'm getting less of my ass kicked. It's a smaller portion of my ass is getting kicked as I'm learning the ropes of this game and figuring out where things are and figuring out how to navigate. But it's still tough. It's still a very good game, but still very challenging, and I loved Heretic so much. That was such a fun game. And this game is like Heretic, like all the things about Heretic that were difficult cranked up by 1,000 bajillion degrees Kelvin. Ouch! Why'd I say ouch there? But yes, I panicked because I saw that shot coming towards me and I knew I was stuck. This guy's the worst. So annoying. New avatar. I would say so, Stoats. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, everyone in our friend group calls you Stoats. It's perfect. And Saint Oats, I love it. Oh. You know what? I'm low on health. Let's drink a potion. I'm scared. What are they doing? Oh god, you're going fast. Why are you going so fast? I'm gonna back up. What the fuck is about to happen? Oh, I get it. It's like it's a hazard now. I get it. Yeah. It'd be like a crushing hazard if I were to get stuck in there. Of heckin' course. Oh, never mind. I gambled and I lost. Platinum helmet. You know what? I should use some things to make me less squishy. Like this guy, for instance. Does this do what I think it does? Is it gonna raise my AC? Well, it made me invisible. Oh, I don't want to use that then. No, I thought it was gonna raise my AC. Whoops. A little bit of a death. Hey, what's up, Farfnugan? That is a good emote combo. Holy fuck. Jesse Cox, I don't know that name. Interesting. I like the Final Fantasy VI Squid Lad. Whoops. Can't remember what that boss is called, but a very iconic Final Fantasy VI boss fight. Yeah, no, that's legit. No, it still works. It works for me, so Stoats. Hey, what's up, Kagun? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Saint Oats, that's right. Yeah, Saint Oates or Stoats. Yeah, so Dan, or Stoats rather, is a friend of mine from college, and in a similar sense, so a few things. Yeah, we have a friend in our friend group where Oates is a significant part of their name. I'll abstain from saying any part of it. But also for different reasons, sometimes people in our group call him Stoats. So it works on so many levels. It's very clever wordplay, my friend. And Dan, you've played Hexen, right? I remember you were saying, I think you'd played Heretic when we played that a year or two ago, because I think you were there for part of that stream as well. Those streams, rather. Let's put that down. Ah! You ever breathe in toxic poison, and it makes you explode into a... Fuck! You explode into a fuck, explode into a bloody pulp. Oh. More people should play this game. Yeah, it's a very impressive game. I mean, the level design is sometimes very aggressively anti-player. Like, sometimes this game is fucking mean. It's a very fun and good game, and from a technical perspective, it's quite impressive how they were able to do so much with the Doom engine, just like Kagan said. So yeah, it's a good game, but ooh, it's a tough one. I'm not surprised that I didn't play this until now. I mean, I wouldn't have had the patience for this game as a kid. But I feel like I'm able to somewhat appreciate it better as an adult. I need to drink some potions. I want to put this down first. There we go. So satisfying. Hall and Stoats jokes? Now that's a very good question, Elgaso. I don't know if Dan has or if our friend Britt has. Fuck, either. I should just be drinking potions. I shouldn't be just lollygagging there. Lollygagging. Whoa! But yes, Hall and Stoats. Especially if we had a friend in our group with some kind of name that involved the word Hall. Final Fantasy 14. Oh, the boss friend, the squid lad? Yeah. Because I think there's like a generic boss or a generic enemy that has that appearance. But there's a very memorable boss in Final Fantasy 6, I think, that has that sprite as well. It's everything but fair. Yeah, it is a good game. It is a good game, but it's mean. Heretic had some moments like that. But I feel like this game is much more egregious. They just like cranked it up by a bajillion. Maybe I should be using this weapon, actually. This weapon is disgusting. And it does fuck them directly. Look at that, it just clears the room out. Granted, it used a lot of my ammo. You know what? I'm gonna do an experiment. One quick little experiment. I want to see how much a single shot of that does. Because maybe I didn't have to spam so many of them. Is it a staff? Holding in the center? Yeah, you're holding it like this, or it's protruding from your chest, like a chest burster, a la Alien. Okay, the reference. Oh yeah, Hall & Oates is they're two artists, Daryl Hall and John Oates. They had a lot of like hit pop songs from the 80s and 90s, but mostly 80s. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's just how all the Doom games were. But it is kind of silly how it's like, if this is my vantage point, how is this working necessarily? It's a little silly. Graven or Graven? I think I've seen that on Steam, Stoats. That's is it still in development? Or is it like out now? Because I feel like I've definitely seen it. Let's see how much one shot of that does. Since we hear it just fucking them up. Looks like it killed all but one of them. These guys are tricky. You have to like shoot and then wait a beat because they put up their shield, and then your shots will reflect back. So there's a pattern. There's a dance. You have to romance them by killing them, apparently. Early access. Okay, so it's still being worked on. This might be a mistake. Oh. There we go. Because I knew there was going to be bad guys on that side. Wasn't sure they'd spawn here as well. Oh, another serpent staff. That's the sword we're using, or the weapon we're using right now. But more juice for it. Let's go ahead and save again. I want to see if there's anything over on that side. There very well might be. Seen any cut of Alien 3? I've never even seen anything past Alien 2. I have a soft spot for it. I know it's like a lot's been said about some of the other sequels and like Alien vs Predator, some of those. I liked Alien 1 and 2, or Alien and Alien. Actually, no, I've only seen Aliens. I've never seen Alien singular, the first one. So I've only seen the second one. And I know a lot of people say that's the best one, but yeah, I'm out of the loop. Uh-oh. Hello, spirits, help me. Rescue me, spirits. Okay, they didn't come back. I need to get through here. Oh my god, please, dude! These guys are so mean. These centaurs are not nice. I think maybe one of these. Maybe this isn't the best weapon to use for this. It's tricky because there's nowhere to like back up. You know, it's like you go into the meat grinder. It's like there's not like an easy way to deal with these guys. I guess jumping over them like that is the only way to do it. There we go. Yeah, it seems like in these confined spaces, the ghosts need room to roam and find victims. It's very similar, though. Yeah, I think that's why it caught my eye at one point. Stoats. Firestorm. Okay, so we just found the same weapon, the same spells we've been using. Firestorm is this fire burning hand spell we're using right now. Of course, burning hand's more of a cone shape, but yeah, it's like Firestorm is this spell, and then the Serpent Staff is this spell. It's nothing new per se. Get a potion real quick. The ultimate date, death. Yeah, you have to romance those guys, these centaur lads. You have to romance them with the song and dance, the mating dance of trying to get past their shields. And yes, it's the happiest of endings. It leads to death, of course. Very happy ending. Lots, yeah, Ion Fury. That's right, Ion Fury, Dusk, and Medieval. So many great retro revival shooters. We played a really cool one a month or so ago. The game is called KUR, K-U-R. It stands for Kill, Upgrade, Repeat, and it was published by Quantum Astrophysicists Guild, another publisher we've been very I've been very grateful for. They've been doing a lot of nice things with smaller streamers such as myself, where they will fucking hell, you can't get through there. Maybe you're not supposed to get through. Maybe like a thing I'm supposed to take here, maybe, or I'm wondering if it'll like loop around. Let's do this. Fire once into that room, and it just shreks the shit out of him. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, that's disgusting. Oh, I don't have enough juice. Ah, crap. By the time I'd realized what I'd done, they'd already closed the gap here. I'm gonna put one here. Oh, I have the wrong thing selected. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. It's fine. Okay, never mind. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Maybe the strat is that you go through it once and you're not supposed to come back. Because, you know, you can kill these guys eventually. But then, yeah, how would you get through there again? Maybe that's the problem. So maybe the problem is that I am bad at video games. Maybe the problem is that, like, you're not supposed to come the other way. Ion Fury is good. Yeah, I've heard Ion Fury is super good. See, sometimes it, like, is super efficient. Like, that time it killed everything. Other times, not so much, so it's a little bit tricky. Yeah, now that I've made it out here, yeah, we get more Firestorm ammo. That's great. And it spawns more dudes, so the game expects you to be able to make it. Watch this. Is that not gonna kill him? Oh. Well, damn, never mind. I thought for sure that'd be a instant squish for him. Have I seen Prometheus? I have not. I would like to. I want to see Alien, singular. I want to see Prometheus. I've heard Alien 1 is good. Aliens is, you know, the plural is better. But Alien 1 is good. I've heard Prometheus is good. But I've heard it's like... let's make a new save. I might be stuck here. It's like you have to go fast. Oh, wait, maybe I can... Oh, maybe I can... Oh, shit. Hey, that's how you do it. Just go around. Okay. I was overcomplicating things. But anyway. Yeah, I've heard Prometheus is good, but like, some people had higher hopes for it. I think some people were somewhat disappointed. And of course, I've not seen it, so I can't really offer much about it, but I've heard some movie friends say that they liked it, but they're like, they had high hopes, and there was not their favoritist. And there. And I will fire one shot. Oh, okay, well, I don't know where that went. Oh. Are they fighting each other? I'd love to see it. Are we good? Mostly. We're mostly good. There we go. I think there's still more. I think that's a shape in front of that portal there. Save up the tomes for the boss. I don't know what tomes are. I have been saving up other tools. Like I've been saving up the chaos icons, or the chaos device, whatever they're called. The health restoration things, the ammo restoration things that are magic, I guess, the little chalices. The invisibility. Actually, I guess invisibility wouldn't really help for bosses. But I've been saving other fun things for bosses and such. In fact, we had one earlier that was kind of tricky. We eventually figured it out, but it was a little bit spicy. And I would imagine that boss will probably reappear as just a normal-ass enemy, because this is one of those games, I think, where the bosses become just plain-ass enemies eventually. Oh, gee. Oop. I need to save my ammo, I think, because I'm kind of low on a few things. The Duke Nukem Forever we deserved, yeah. I've heard it's really good. Interesting that Ion Fury it has some Duke-isms. That's surprising to me. But I haven't really seen much of the game. I've intentionally tried to minimize my exposure to the game so that oh boy. So that it's like super funky fresh when I do play it. Dumb character actions. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah, like some actions from certain characters where it's like motherfucker why, honestly. So look through the tomes. Look for tomes. I have a little Minotaur friend. I haven't used it yet, but I think I know it. I think we only have the one, obviously. We have the bracers, which up our AC. Let's go ahead and use one of those. Get up to 6. But I don't see any tomes. Maybe that unless that's for sorcerers, maybe, or the mage, because we're playing as a cleric. Iron Fury Bombshell. Okay. It's Duke's daughter, really? Is that like an official thing, or like just like an unofficial, like a headcanon? Because I didn't realize that there was any Duke licensing IP things involved here, but I'm very fascinated by this. It's an official thing. That is wild. So that explains why it has some Duke-isms. I hope she has some witty one-liners. And threatens to chew ass and eat ass or something. Or rather, there's of course the really fun Duke Nukem shitposts that have been permeating online. Where it'll be like a picture of Duke, but kind of shrunken down into baby form, and it's like, I'm the king, baby. So just dumb shit like that. It's a weapon power up. Interesting. So yeah, keep an eye out for them, because that sounds nifty. Very nifty. Let's take some portals and see what happens. I'm scared, but feeling almost bold enough to be confident. That's, of course, is another portal. See some friends. Oh god. I'm having a hard time reaching them, but they have no problem reaching me, it seems. Ouch, 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 ouch. Not really a whole lot of places to hide from up here. Maybe I should just jump through here. We're probably gonna get down there anyway. Oh, it's the same place, okay. So we did something then. Oh, hello. It's easier to shoot these guys when there's fewer things in the way, like statues and gates and such, and window partially blocked windows, that kind of thing. See what's over on here. So yeah, trying to do that combat situation. Uh-oh. Stuck. Oh! So that guy's directly on top of me. Kinda surprised I didn't telefrag him. Puts that one up too. And more friends, very good. Back to the potions, there we go. Or the flechette. It's interesting, whenever I hear the word flechette, I think of shrapnel. I guess the fighter's version of the flechette potions is kind of like a grenade shrapnel thing, but Cleric has like a poison gas kind of thing. It's really nifty. Or chalices for restoring the juice. Got his ass. Kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of ass. I don't know, I'm very entertained by the Duke Nukem shitposts online. I'm a big fan of Gianni. I can't remember his last name, but his first name is Gianni, and he does a lot of very fun and very good impressions of Duke Nukem and the G-Man from Half-Life and Spike Spiegel and all these characters. And his shitpost tier is... his shitpost game is very high tier. It's very impressive. And a little bit unnerving sometimes with how good... how accurate he is. He's a good impressionist. The internet has just transformed Duke Nukem into, you know, he was once a humble video game protagonist, and now he has become meme fodder extraordinaire. He's never been... It's true, he was always kind of a spoof, a lampoon, but now he is like transcended into like meme status. It's great. I love it. Oh yeah, it's stereotypes and tropes. Oh yeah, he's a tropey boy. That's the thing. I've never played a Duke Nukem game ever. I've never played a single one. I was growing up, or rather, I was raised on a steady diet of Serious Sam as a FPS kind of lampoon. So yeah, I never had a chance to give Duke the honest shake that he deserved. So instead, he's been relegated to meme status. Also, we've reached a dead end. But B-U-T-T. But I don't know where to proceed from horror. So let's continue poking around. There's either a secret door or one of them switchies did something else. He's just gonna walk into... Oh, never mind. He's just gonna die. We can go back up. Oh, that was... Oh, wait. Was that already open? Yes, because that switch has already been pulled. Atomic Edition... Not World Tour. Yeah, that's a good point too, Kagan, because I've heard that, yeah, some Duke games are great and others are not so great. And yes, Shadow Warrior. Actually, I think I'd be more inclined to try Shadow Warrior. I've heard that game is very good. I've heard it's very difficult, but I've heard it's quite good. And I have Shadow Warrior Classic, I think, on Steam. Actually, everybody might have Classic. I think that might be free. There's also the Reboot, which I've heard are also very good games, but I'd be more inclined to just to start with the original ones. I also want to play Blood. I've never played Blood. 1 or 2 for that matter. I understand that 2 is not everyone's favorite, but 1 is a classic, apparently. Never played Blood. I've never played any of the Marathon games. So there's like a bunch of games, like retro shooters that I've not played. I have played Doom 1 and 2. I've played Quake 1 and 2, and a decent bit of 3. I've played Unreal 1. I played through and beat Unreal 1. But have not played Unreal 2. So I've done a decent number of, you know, retro shooters, but there's several that I've yet to touch. And I want to touch them. Delicately. Delicately at first, followed by, you know, enjoyably. Pop culture references, that kind of thing. And it keeps up to date. That's pretty good. It's pretty impressive that it stays up to date then. Quake was the original one. Yeah, I would say if push comes to shove, and I was forced to choose, you know, you put a gun to my head and say pick one retro FPS game, it would be Quake 1. Quake 1 specifically. This makes me nervous. Damn it. Did I go this side maybe? There we go, we got it. So there's no other ways that way. Let's keep poking around out here. I wonder if there's still something else to be done. It seems odd to go through all of this just to reach a dead end. What was I doing in the 90s? Playing Nintendo games. I wasn't into PC gaming back then. I would have liked to have been into PC gaming, but yeah, my parents didn't really have much for a computer. Like, we had a computer, but it couldn't really run games like that, so it was a simpler time. So I was limited to consoles back then. So I'm trying to make up for lost time. Also, I wouldn't have been able to play those games. I would have been too young. My parents wouldn't have bought them for me. I'd have been a young hobbit. So I'm having to go back and make up for lost time. They were good times. Yeah. Even though I never played them as a kid, didn't play them when I was younger, I am enjoying them nowadays. So, you know, better late than never. So I have nostalgia for these kinds of games in a different way. It's like nostalgia for an era that I thought was cool, but yeah, I never played until 10, 20 years later. I don't know, I feel like there's something here, right? I feel like there's got to be something somewhere. Went through all this trouble, and this is the final door that opened. Maybe not though. Maybe this is the end. Maybe all this was to, like, kill bad guys and get some more power-ups. And, like, replenish... Well, we actually lost ammo, because we had to fight through a lot of bad guys to get here. Super Nintendo. Actually, I never even owned a Super Nintendo. My first console ever was the N64. N64 was my first ever game console, and Mario 64 was my first ever video game that I ever played and ever saw with my own eyeballs. Like, I would see in magazines and, like printed media, I would see screenshots of video games, and I would be like, man, the video games look awesome, holy shit. But I never actually got to see a video game with my own eyeballs until I fired up Mario 64 for the first time. And I'm looking over here. Give me one sec. Okay, it's not the one that's in my N64 right now. I still have that original cart, and it still works. And I got that particular cart signed by Charles Martinet, the gentleman who voiced Mario in that game. So, needless to say, that game means a lot to me. Near and dear to my heart. But yeah. PC gaming is something I didn't really get a chance to get into until well after I was into console gaming. Probably late 90s was when I was first introduced to Dark Forces. I think that would have been my first PC game. And I didn't own it until many, many years later, but a friend of mine brought it over and installed it on my computer. We, like, played, like, the first couple levels, and I was like, dude, PC gaming looks pretty fucking cool, too, honestly. Super Nintendo, yeah. That's awesome, Irasi. I would have loved to have started with the Super Nintendo, but N64 was great, though. Zelda was the first one, yeah. Or maybe the original Zelda, then? You beat Oddworld. You beat Oddworld. That's impressive, Stoats. I tried playing the first Oddworld years ago, and in a similar sense, I guess we're done with this area. We'll go back. In a similar sense to this game, I didn't have the patience for the game back then. I might have the patience now, but that's a tough game to navigate, and it's a challenging game in a lot of ways. But I mean, man, I was finding myself getting so lost. I was like, I don't have the brain power for this kind of game, dude. But it's a good one, and I want to try some of the later games. I understand the sequels are less labyrinthine in their design, and I'm talking about a game being too labyrinthine, and here I am playing Hexen, so it goes to show what I know, right? I feel like I shouldn't give up. I feel like there might be something else here, but I don't know what else there would be. It seems so odd that there'd be this side map, and all the side map is an exercise in how to lose a bunch of ammo and get a few power-ups in exchange. I mean, I guess you get something for your trouble. I don't know. Similar to the OG Prince of Persia. I've never played the original Prince of Persia. The only Prince of Persia game I've played is the Sands of Time, which of course was a multi-platform game that was very good. I like Sands of Time a lot. But yeah, I'll admit I've yet to play the original. Yeah, seems like it'd be kind of similar though. That makes sense. Branching paths and navigating like one large labyrinthine area. That makes sense. Hey BJ, what's up, bud? We're playing some single player games tonight. As you correctly figured out, we do some multiplayer games on weekends. But on our weekdays are for single player games. We're playing an old school game called Hexen. And we beat the boss, and I need to remember where the portal out of here is. It was... Oh, that's right, we get the wings. We drink some Red Bull and we're given wings. We're given wangs. The SNES port. That makes sense. Well, actually, I'm trying to think. I know that there are several ports of the original Prince of Persia. I'm actually a little bit surprised that the SNES one would be the preferred port. Seems like a lot of times there's some kind of PC engine thing that is preferred. But I don't doubt it. I don't doubt the recommendation. Just, I'm surprised. Never heard of Hexen? No, I wouldn't blame you. It's a very good game, but a pretty obscure one by a lot of standards. It's very Doom-esque. If you ever heard of the original Doom, same kind of engine, same general gameplay loop, but instead of guns and demons, well, it's still demons, but instead of guns, using magic and swords and spells and cool shit like that. So that's the end of this level. Step to the portal. So we'll get the cool outro again, and then we'll start the next level. It's 11:30, so we'll be going for another hour and a half or so, most likely. So I can just click through that. We actually saw this earlier. So basically saying we have more challenges ahead. Here's Mega Satan. Good voice. Bored. I like how he said that. Oh shit. Some bullshit. Alright, so another big level. I get the impression this might be the last major hub level in the game. I don't know how true that is, but I feel like we're nearing the end because we just got a big weapon. I don't know if it's the big weapon, but it's definitely a big weapon. So those guys are frozen in time. They were not reacting to my presence, or my damage, or my tra-la-la, or my ding-ding-dong for that matter. Now they've awoken. Yeah, now they're awake. Got his ass. A lot of projectiles still. More flying friends. Ouch. Oh, I hear it's the sea monster friends. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm full of shit. I thought I saw something pop out of the water. Oh, it's something. Oh, yeah, they are. That is what that is. Okay. That's precisely what it do. Yeah, these guys are tricky because they are very pop up and drop, like take a shot, then leave. Like they don't stick around very long, so it's hard to get their asses, or any other part of their body for that matter. Any other part of their anatomy. There we go. Got that guy. He keeps trying to snipe us. Well, not trying, succeeding at sniping us. At least one more in here, and I want to take care of him. Because if I don't, he's just going to continue to snipe at me and be an annoying son of a biscuit eater. I know, sorry for my coarse language, son of a biscuit eater. I know, really stretching here. There he is. The original one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Martian farm. That's right. Yeah, witchcraft. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna be sent to. We're gonna be punished for our pagan ways of practicing magic and witchcraft. Ugh. I like it though. I loved Heretic, which was similar. It was, there was magic in the sense, but there was still like weapons you were picking up. It was using like wands and that kind of stuff as opposed to casting spells and having a magic meter. Loved Heretic to death. That's such a good game. And this is the sequel to Heretic, of course, hence the title. There he goes. And more lads. And they are very annoying, even from afar. How dare you? I know, so vulgar. So we got a few options. We hit one switch earlier. I think, can we crouch through this? No, we can't. Okay. So we... Oh, here's another switch here, actually. Does that lower the drawbridge? Oh, it raises the steps up. Very good. Before I commit to going that way, is there anything else out here? This is a game where I enjoy exploring in a breadth-first search kind of pattern. I like to explore all possibilities before committing. It's not that I have a fear of commitment. It's that I want to be sure that my heart's in the right place before I commit. I want to really soul search, consider what does Alex want. You know, it's an important thing. You don't want to rush these things. Ouch. Also, I just got fucking sniped by Tits McGee over there. Usually 3 shots will do it. That looks like that's exactly what it was. Yeah, the guys with the shields are annoying to deal with, but then when they fire lasers out of their shields, that's extra annoying. Extra bullshit, if you ask me. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go up there pretty soon here. There we go. In the Doom engine, that's right. Yeah, maybe, yeah, not drawbridge. That was not the right term, obviously, but some kind of platform being raised up. I was pretty impressed. There was an area in this game a few levels ago where there was like an area with water, like a lot of water in the room, and there were waves, quote unquote, that were simulated by like just little like small shallow platforms, like just kind of raising in like a kind of wave form pattern, which was really cool. So I was impressed that they were able to kind of simulate waves in the Doom engine, which was kind of nice. Strife, that's another one. Yeah, Strife, I've heard is very good. Destroyable surfaces, that's kind of nice. There are destroyable surfaces in this game, technically, with stained glass windows, like we saw in the previous level. But it sounds like Strife probably does it to a more comprehensive degree. See, I've never played it. In fact, I've never even seen gameplay from Strife, but I'm aware of it, and I think I have it on Steam. Can't go up there. I'd have to find something to activate this thing right here. Yeah, ancient water physics. Yeah, mid-90s PC game water physics, quote unquote. They're really just oscillating platforms, but it looked like water, so the illusion was pretty cool. It's quaint by today's standards, but it's like I bet that was like pretty clever. It would have been considered clever back in the day. Of course, the Doom engine to its limits. That's awesome. Yeah. See, I've never played it. I hadn't heard of it until I looked into games like Heretic and similar games too. I mean, I think I discovered it on Steam and saw that it was recommended highly. Or maybe Good Old Games. Maybe that's where I first heard about it. Because Good Old Games is where I first heard about Redneck Rampage and some other similar... Oh, spikies. Other similar games. Build engine games in particular. I feel like the build engine is something, since I never played Duke. Any kind of Duke game. Like a lot of build engine games are things I missed out on. One of these friends up here. Whoa! These guys are not nice, contrary to popular belief. Nice, a 2-shot. That rarely happens, but I'll take it. I don't know if these guys are the ones. Oh, they are. They are the ones that shoot their bullshit. So I was about to say, if they're melee only, I'm not too worried. But if they're gonna snipe my shit, then I don't want to even give them the time of day. I want to give them a chance. It's a middle platform. There are more things there. There's a gear in the middle here. I will practice no fear in this place with the gear. Open world game. You can talk to the mayor early. Wait, hold on. It can, oh, if it can brick the game. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it can fuck things over. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. I mean, I've heard of things like that happening, though. When I think of, like, bricking games or soft-locking games, I think more about adventure games for the PC, like the King's Quest games. I know we're infamous for shit like that. If you don't talk to this one NPC and get this one item at the very beginning of the game, you will not be able to enter the final area for the boss, or, you know, won't be able to progress past this one point 8 hours later, and there's no way of knowing until you get to that point 8 hours later. Like, you have to play with the walkthrough, because These games are so aggressively player unfriendly in so many ways. I mean, I guess it's easy for me to say because I never played them, but like that seems like some bullshit, right? Like it seems like some stuff that would just be infuriating, but I know that people have nostalgia for those games, so I shouldn't be talking shit. It's probably not good form. No place to go up there. We have a gear, and I think that is like a thing. Oh, here we go. I don't know what it's used for, but I guess we'll find out. It's intentional in strife. Oh, okay, so there's hints about it in the dialogue, though. Okay, so if you're not paying attention, it can get you. Will the spikes get him? Spike, open up. Okay, maybe the spikes don't pop up when you go close. Getting fairly low on the green juice, so we're gonna be reliant on the blue juice, which powers the green damage, the green weapon that is. So it's very strange. Oops, I just poisoned myself. Oh. No, let's just continue, actually, because I'm getting fairly low on ammo. And these are fights I probably can't even take right now anyway. Maybe not hints, but the logic will tell you just not to do it. Okay, so not talk to the mayor prematurely. Based on dialogue and such. I have to resort to melee in a minute. Although I've got the chalice. I need to refill. If I'm getting desperate. These guys are of course melee only, so that they're not too scary. These guys are pretty weak. Shielded lads I'm more worried about. Speak of the devil, there he is. Speak of the gosh darn devil. Ah, he one-shot me, dude. Damn. Let's get this guy. Should have drank more potions. I didn't realize I was that low on health. Oop. A lot of those moments where I'm not paying as much attention to my health as I ought to. Whoop. I get got. I get got real good, like. Story in a game. Oh, in Strife, that is, yeah. That's a good point, too. Yeah, usually it's... If there is a story, it is not even bothered to be communicated to the player. I mean, this game probably has a story. It's a sequel to Heretic. Heretic had a story. Maybe? I don't know. I honestly can't remember. I mean, that's not why I play these games. I play these games for, you know, puzzle solving and cool weapons and cool level design and just old school vibes. But, I mean, yeah, I guess the more I think about it, yeah, there is a legit story. But yeah, it's just not exactly the focus for understandable reasons. Heal up. As that other lad is just around the corner. At least I think he's around the corner. There's other things around the corner. Oh, there he is. That's the one. That's the very one. The very same. It just uses their engine then? Okay, yeah. So it's not like an official id product, but yeah, using the Doom engine, the id engine, what do you want to call it? That's the guy. Yeah, that's what happened last time. I almost had him, and then he sniped me right before I could resolve the combat. So several places to explore. This is a very large and open central space. Lots of things kind of revolving around it. It's cool. Can I break that? You can. To what gain? None. Oh. A friend has spawned. Not a very nice friend. And there's this guy. Can I just do one of these? There we go. Another one has replaced him. Like, I just can't kill these things fast enough. Well, I don't know if they're respawning or what, but it's like there's just more things to take their place. Okay, anyway. Here's some more ammo. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna grab this. Oh, it's a dart trap. I walked right into it. Nope. That's something trying to shoot at me from afar. What these gears are for? They're probably to go into some kind of apparatus somewhere. So I bet I'll have to find like some kind of puzzle where I have to place them into some kind of machinations. Oh my god. Was I able to jump in the original game? Oh, really, Kigan? Interesting. I know in the original Doom there was no jump, but somebody was telling me the other day that there was a jump in this game. As there was a few points where I like was not sure how to progress without jumping, and it made me wonder, like, yeah, if there's like, if the original had no jump button, because I know in like original Doom there was no official, well, in some ways there was no Z-axis. That's why like GZDoom and ZDoom and that kind of stuff. It's the name. It's like the idea of adding the Z-axis as like a thing you can actually interact with more than you could in the original stuffs. So here we go. This is what I was thinking I would see here. Semi-jumping. Oh, okay, it's an item, yeah. Well, there's the flying. There's the wings, if nothing else. There's two puzzles in particular. Arto, oh boy. In Strifer in this game, because there have been a number of them already that have been tricky. So you can see we're gonna need 4 gears. I'm gonna abstain from putting them anywhere yet. The ones we have 2 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 total. So let's abstain from placing these yet. We can do it all at once and be real sneaky snaky. Hexen 2 has nothing too bad. That's good. Yeah, I heard that Heretic 2 and Hexen 2 are quite different. Of course, this game is the sequel to Heretic, and I loved Heretic, but I've yet to see any gameplay from Heretic 2 or Hexen 2. But my understanding is that they're quite different from their predecessors. I'm guessing the order goes Heretic, Hexen, Heretic 2, Hexen 2. I'm guessing that's how it works. I could be dead wrong, but that is my assumption. And you know what they say about assumptions? It makes an ass. It makes an ass. That's where butts come from. That's how butts get born into the world. More friends. Oh, good. I thought I had already ventured this way, but maybe I hadn't, or maybe that was a previous save. It did have jumping. Yeah, that was what other people were saying. But again, obviously I don't know shit because I can only go by hearsay. But there was a couple points in the game where I'm like, man, I'm not sure how I'd be able to jump. However, with mouse and keyboard controls, it's a lot smoother. And being able to look up and down, I mean, the platforming in this game is no comparison. Versus playing like strictly XY axis. It was originally meant to, because yeah, looking up and down this easily would be an affront to the sanctity of the original way you'd play this game. I don't have a ton of ammo left yet, so I still gotta be careful here. And again, we always have the reserves, the troops in reserve if need be. So if desperate times get achieved, we have other options. I think Heretic did not have jumping, come to think of it, because I remember there was a couple levels in Heretic. I played it through GZDoom, and there were a couple times where I was able to do the old cheesy strats, where like a level would begin, and you would begin in front of a platform that you could just jump to end the level, or you could play through the level, hit the switches to eventually lower the platform to give you the thing that you need, or raise the platform to be able to reach the MacGuffin. There were a couple points where I was like, ooh, I could cheese it, but no, we'll play it legit. So that was one thing that I do recall running up against with Heretic. I didn't want to be too heretical, so to speak. 7 shots left. It's enough to kill this guy and maybe damage him. Ouch. Okay, well, I'm out of everything. Can I just, like, smack the shit out of him from here? Can't quite reach him. There was no crouching. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, no crouching for sure. This is such bullshit. It's fine. Like I said, we'll dip into the reserves if need be. Here's one right here. It's like the game expects me to be out of ammo at this point. Ammo. Listen to me. Mana. Out of mana. A vanilla engine. Yeah, the view's distorted. Oh yeah, it's rough because like even here you can see it's like, oh, it's a little woozy, a little disorienting. It's weird. Ouch. I'm losing it. I'm losing my patience. I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna drink from the chalice. Bam, full refill. The juice. Yeah, more about the guys that keep sniping us from afar. And they're bullshit. That is ass. I've been hitting switches. I haven't really been paying attention to what they might be doing. Maybe they're prepping those little elevator platforms. It's awkward as hell, yeah. Oh, yeah. All keyboard, no mouse and key... Like, no mouse, rather. Yeah, no mouse would have fucked me up back then. When I played Doom 1 and Doom 2, it was not through GZDoom or any kind of custom engine. It was through original Doom. Or you know, through the original way of playing it. But it was on Steam, and I think the Steam version just has mouse controls baked into it. So it wasn't like a fully authentic Doom 1 experience, but it was, you know, at least no jumping, no crouching. So I like to think I kept my gamer card. I kept my gamer cred. Because, yeah, in a similar sense, I understand that GZDoom and the jumping ability and crouching messes up some things in Doom 1 and Doom 2 in particular. I think we hit the switch already. Keyboard gamers, that's right. Ability to look up. There's a spoiler. Oh, really interesting. Yeah. So maybe with Strife, it's better to not play through a custom engine. Or if you do, just be mindful of maybe spoilers. Hello, Van Ostel. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're playing some Hexen. This is my first time ever playing through it. Well, we're decently far in. If you've played this game, you probably can tell. We're a few levels in, a few like hub worlds in. We have what I think is the final weapon, which is this big guy here. It's very good, but it's very expensive to use. I find myself being a little bit stingy with it. But it's very good in certain crowded areas. It's pretty much the BFG, honestly. A purist, that's right. Not a huge fan of like the custom stuff, yeah, or the Unity ports, yeah, because I'm using a custom engine. You've already figured out. We're using GZDoom, and it's great, and I love it. But yeah, I will admit it is not exactly the purest of forms of Doom and Hexen expression. It's good for a newbie like myself, though, somebody who's had a steady diet of playing other FPSs and, you know, is more used to the more somewhat modern things. Like Quake, you know, Quake is a more modern playstyle versus this game. So it's good for me, but I recognize it's not really this. It's not quite the same. Also, yes, that's a good example. I think I can crouch jump, but I can't regular jump. Oh, never mind, you can't regular jump. Okay, because I missed that switch earlier. Those sneaky switches hidden amongst the walls and such. SNES console. Oh, the Hyperkin ones. That's cool. Yeah. Are those the ones that can plug in through HDMI? Because I've been kicking around the idea of getting an N64 with the built-in HDMI, but they're like prohibitively expensive. They are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So it would be fun, but like, would I get enough out of it? Whereas the third-party aftermarket adapter that I have, my N64, it's sufficient. You know, it's not great, but it gets the job done. It's hard to justify for me, at least. Hexen, Strife, yeah. Not a lot of other ways to get it working. It looked like I was able to play the game organically, like through Steam. Like if I launch Hexen, for instance, through Steam, it launches in a separate window, and the 4x3 old school resolution and everything. There we go, resolution, and it like locks the mouse into the screen, so there's no easy way to get the mouse, or the cursor at least, out of the screen. I mean, it looks like it's functioning well. I didn't try playing it much in that form, but I played for a few minutes, and it seemed like it was doable when I was testing it offline before I started streaming this. My issue, however, was that I was having a hard time getting OBS to play nicely with it, and the problem is that I'm very particular about where I place my windows and my... Oh, here we go, now these are working. Where I place my windows and where I move things about between my two monitors. And whenever you launch Hexen or any kind of, or Doom or any kind of like game like that that has like the built-in 4:3 ratio, it adjusts your resolution, and when it does that, it moves everything around. So I'll Alt-Tab to fix things, and when I Alt-Tab back in, it moves things again. I couldn't find a way to stream it very well. That's why I was like, all right, I'm just gonna have to GZDoom it. So I feel like playing it is one thing, but streaming it has some complications for sure. Here's this guy. DOSBox can help, yeah. That's a good point too. There's DOSBox, or DOSBox rather. Yeah, there's other options which probably are better and more pure than the custom engines. But, oh, I probably shouldn't fall down there. That might be instant death. Let's find out, actually. Is that instant death? Yep. Instant squish. Or splatter, rather. There we go. Technical skill requirements. Yeah, DOSBox is a great utility. My favorite way to use DOSBox is when some game is pre-configured to work for me and I don't have to have any manual interactions with it, when I can just click and it just launches automatically, because that's how I played through Dark Forces. Dark Forces 1 and I think 2 I played through Steam, and the Steam version just has DOSBox bundled in. It's pre-configured. I had to do no thinking. It was great. Also, speaking of Doom and Dark Forces and other old school FPSs, let me tell you about our boy Physics Cat. It's good to see you, buddy. Let me tell you about our man Physics Cat. He is a Doom 2 custom WAD extraordinaire streamer. I see that you were doing some Doom 2. How fitting, actually. Yes, Physics Cat is a friend of the channel. He's an excellent lad. He's been playing a lot of Doom 2 and a lot of custom WADs. We were seeing him play can't remember what it's called. He played through a really tough one a few months back, and it was really fun watching him slowly lose his mind, slowly succumb to madness as he was playing through this incredibly difficult and challenging custom WAD. But he freaking killed it on, I think, the highest difficulty with a fresh start every time. Dude's a freaking baller. So if you like games like this, and you like when I stream games like this, like the old school FPSs, if you want to watch a licensed professional steamroll over really challenging custom WADs, give Physics Cat a follow. You will not be disappointed. You will agree with me wholeheartedly that he's an excellent lad and a friend to humanity, and you'll think he's really cool. And he's a actually, I've never seen his face, but I assume he's a handsome man, and I bet he's a passionate lover. It's good to see you, bud. How's that for an intro? Physics Cat's gonna be like, Alex, what the hell, dude? This is why people think you're weird, and they're correct. There's friends over there. Just make the jump. Whoop. We're playing some Hexen. This is my first time playing it ever, by the way. It's my first time playing it, and I'm only slightly embarrassing myself so far. I think we're getting fairly far into the game. I don't know how close we are to being done with it, per se, but I think we're getting there. How was your stream, by the way, Physics Cat? And also, what custom WADs were you playing tonight? Remember last time you were playing, it was through GZDoom or some kind of custom engine, and it was some kind of like more modern Doom-like game experience where there was like a cover mechanic of like hiding behind cover, and there was like assault rifles. It was like more of a modern shooter looking kind of thing. Sounds good, Van Alsto. Thanks for hanging out, friend. First time someone's ever called you a passionate lover on Twitch. Let this not be the last time, my friend. If I have anything to do with it, I'll make sure I remind you all the time that you are a beast under the sheets. I'm sorry, I'm making it weird. I'm sorry. Thank you for that follow-up, Photos. My apologies if I'm scaring you guys off with my weird bullshit. Physics Cat's used to it. He's like, yeah, he's just a fucking weirdo. This is what Alex does. You raid him, he wants to say nice things about you, and he starts telling you you have a nice dick or something, or you have pleasant genitals. It's something I will do. I will compliment you in the weirdest of ways. Lower that shield. Do it. Do it. There we go. Oh, what's up, Ninja Zombie? Hideous Destructor. Is that the name of your genitals? Oh, that's the I'm sorry, that was the custom one. That's right. That's right. Stardate, was that the one? Oh, that was the previous. That was one you're doing tonight, though. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Stardate, I got you. How is Stardate? Is that similar to the other ones I've seen you play, or is it like super different? Cause yeah, you're my go-to guy when it comes to like the Doom custom WoD stuffs. You know that I'm a filthy casual when it comes to Doom WoDs. All I've ever played is Golden Souls 1 and 2, and I loved them. But I'm a casual, a filthy casual. But I do want to play others. In fact, there have been others I've sought out after playing through Golden Souls 1 and 2. Of course, there's Golden Souls 3 that's in development. But there's the Castlevania game that the same developer made. Simon's Destiny, I think, or something like that. There's other custom mods I've downloaded, as well as some custom Quake maps as well. So there's a lot of things I want to play in the future. Some silly, some more serious, that kind of shit. Same guy. Yeah, Sunlust. That's what I was thinking of from like months ago. Like early this year, maybe even last year. Sunlust was the big one that was like slowly and or quickly causing some slight mind melt deterioration because it was so fucking incredibly difficult. But you fucking nailed that shit and it was awesome. It's also difficult but very good. Excellent. Because like I said, I'm very much a scrub when it comes to the custom mods, but I'm getting learned on like the other Doom-like games. We played Heretic a year or two ago, and I loved it. This, of course, is the sequel to Heretic, hence the name, Hexen, Beyond Heretic. My first time playing this one, I'm enjoying it, but man, this game is just, to call it labyrinthine would be a tremendous understatement. It is very, very, very hard to navigate these levels in certain areas, and having the map helps. Having mouse look is great. Obviously, playing through GZDoom is nice and pretty convenient. Also, nice little sprite leaking there, sprite leakage. But yeah, this game is tough, and I don't think I would have had the patience for it as a kid. A lot of us may or may not have been introduced to this game. If you were a console gamer, you might have heard about this game. Here we go, on the N64, because the console port, and I think Saturn port as well, is playable, and you know is a way to play it, but apparently is like even harder as the controls and overall difficulty. So this is not a game I would have the patience for as a kid, but as an adult I can appreciate it. As a relative grown-up. 1/60th of a puzzle completed, that's good enough. Yeah. Yeah, there's we had one just in the previous map where it was we flipped some switches, and after like a half an hour of doing stuff, it was like 1/9 of the puzzle completed, and I was like, oh yes. Oh yes, 1/9. That means we're gonna be here for about 1,000 years. And we were. That was a long level. This is tricky. I'm having a hard time like getting my shots straight. I have to like kind of arc them down in weird ways. Let's get more health. It's really awkward in this kind of Z-axis difference of perspectives. There we go. But yeah, Heretic is good. If you like this style of game, this style of presentation, but you're intimidated, understandably, by the memes and by the labyrinthine level design, I would say Heretic is an excellent way to play a game like this, but with much less bullshit in that regard. Heretic is closer to Doom than this game is. This game, you might have already noticed, you don't have ammo types, you just have 2 mana types. You have green mana and blue mana, and different weapons eat from the same mana types. So, whereas in Heretic, you'll find a weapon like ammo for, or I guess magic for a staff or for a wand, and it only works for that one staff or that one wand. So it's a little bit more Doom-like. And I feel like the levels are more straightforward and more linear. I was gonna say linear, but more Doom-like in the sense of more puzzle-based. I mean, this game is all puzzles, obviously, but less hub world-based and more like individual level-based. Outer Wilds, that's right. When I rated you a week or two ago, you were playing Outer Wilds, and yes, you were understandably evangelizing it in all the ways that you should evangelize it. All the ways you should proselytize it. And I've yet to play it, but you recommending it, as well as several other people, has made up my mind. I definitely need to pick up that game. I think I would really enjoy it. You weren't playing Outer Wilds? Oh, you were playing Disco Elysium. That's the other one. That's the other big one. That's a problem. I get Outer Wilds and Disco Elysium mixed up in my head because they are admittedly very different games, but they're universally beloved and they came out around the same time, and they're both games I really want to play. Yeah, Disco Elysium, yeah. Good to see you, Whale. We're playing some more Hexen times, and I am looking for... We pressed some switches, and I have not gotten stitches, but I'm looking for places where we can, like, hit more switches and, like, have more progression. If nothing else, I still have the 2 gears. I was hoping we would find more gears, and I could, like, place them all at once. Oh, here we go. This is new, I think. This looks new. Oh, there's a gear down there. Now, what dismouth do? Let's save before I step on these and regret my choices. Got them out in Guild Wars. That's awesome, man. With the update, right? Because you were telling me there was the new big update in Guild Wars 2. Of Heckin' Course. Oh, it's up. They're spouting fireballs. Balls of steel. Okay, it's still in progress. I got you. Well, do I just go fast and eat ass? Or do I press a button somewhere? Alright, let's just build up some speed. For 12 hours. Whoop! Ouch, ouch. Okay, that's not too much damage, actually. So there's one more gear. Gears for tears. For fears. Also, August, I don't know if you're listening in, but I appreciated the lettuce cover that you posted in the Discord server. By the way, shoutouts to my Discord server, by the way. Shoutouts to my Discord server. It's free to join, by the way. It is not subscriber only, so no purchase necessary, that kind of thing. It's a pretty alright place in my slightly biased opinion. But anyway, August, we were talking not too long ago about Tears for Fears because I fucking love that band, and I'm a huge obsessive fan. And he posted a cover by Lettuce, another band that I like. I was already aware of Lettuce, but I didn't realize that they did a cover of Everyone Wants to Rule the World. And he was telling me how it's like, oh yeah, whenever I hear that song, I think XTC wrote it. I think it's an XTC song. So when he posted in the Discord server, he's like, hey, here's that XTC song I like, Kappa. Deer is already plural. Oh, you're right. There we go. Deers. There we go. Much better. Much better. There's a gear inside of theirs. I'm like just kind of more or less hugging the walls. Walls of steel. Let's see where else I might have missed things. Because, yeah, that was a sneaky spot. It's like a sneaky one right in here. Maybe something happens when I place the other 3 gears in that room. Let's escape to that area again. Wait a second, this came up. Oh wait, no, never mind. That was always there. Yeah, that was always there. Never mind. I'm aware of Lettuce. Yeah, it's a pretty cool band. Kind of a jam funk band. I'm a lettuce connoisseur. Yes. Actually, pursuant to the conversation of lettuce as a food, I was not aware until like a few months ago that there's like a bajillion different varieties of lettuce. I always thought it was just iceberg lettuce and like maybe 1 or 2 other varieties, but apparently there's like a butt ton of them. There's butter lettuce. That's a butter lettuce. That's lettuce that ruins a sandwich. If someone makes you a nice sandwich and you go like, yeah, I like that sandwich, but the butter lettuce there, man, I don't like it. Butter lettuce, not a fan. Not a fan. It ruins the sandwich. But can you smoke it? The devil's lettuce, maybe. Satan's spinach. Put the jam onto the sandwiches. That's right. Yes, you smear the band. You grind them up into a nice paste. I'm making it weird again. Let's see if there's maybe another switch I missed. There's that column that we were interacting with earlier to presumably open other things. Maybe there's nothing that I missed. This is a game where missing one switch can cause hours of anguish, so let's look around here and see if I might have missed something. It would not be the first time. Nor will it be the last. Smear the band. Yes, that's correct. That's how you make the jam band sandwich. The lettuce sandwich or something. I don't know. But yeah, regardless, no, Lettuce is a cool band. I'm trying to remember how I discovered them, but they're a cool kind of, yeah, like jam funk kind of groove oriented band, and I like stuff like that. I like bands like that. and Talk, T-A-U-K is another example. Broccoli Samurai, a lot of those kinds of big bands that do like cool instrumental jam passages, very fun stuffs. Does this go up? It goes down, okay. It go down. And don't go down. No, it go down. Switch has already been hit, and that zombie has already been, or not zombie, but that corpse has already been dead. Trevor something? The name is vaguely familiar, but I wouldn't be able to place it off the top of my head. Off the top of my cranium. That switch has been hit already, so that one's fine. The fact that we hit multiple switches makes me think there's probably one's been hit as well. I bet there's something else. So yeah, that one's open, obviously. Synthwave, nice. I do like me some unique synthwave stuffs. There's a bajillion synthwave artists out there. There's been like a really cool revival of like synthwave and dark synth and all these other subgenres. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty heckin' sweet. So we did the full lap. If I were to jump across here, yeah, we've definitely done our full due diligence here. Let's keep poking around. Of course, there's more zombies that keep respawning. I bet there's something else that's available now that I've just missed. Or there's a path that leads to a switch that I've missed. I mean, again, that wouldn't be the first time. On the walls, make sure there's nothing here. How do I find the room with all the gear spots to just try the place we found and see what happens? Lads. And this is still raised up, and if I go and press use, yeah, still doesn't do anything. And this, of course, is still popping off all the traps. Of course, I can always bust out the map if I'm losing my marbles. Right, so here's the area. Hold on, before I commit to going there, I mean, I probably haven't been in this little corridor, have I? That was the gear room. We're missing one, so unless placing some gears does something, we're still out of luck. Already hit that one. Alright, can I break this shit? Sometimes you can light trees on fire with Firestorm. And you can burn some bush. That is what you do. Now we're on the outside looking in. Just like that Moody Blues song. Switch has been hit already. Let's go to that other side as well, also on the periphery. Should I burn every bush I see? I mean, it's probably a waste of ammo, but maybe there's something cool. Run button, engage! We're so fast. I understand there was a recent interview with John Romero, and they were talking about, or maybe even asking him rather, about like why they went out of the way to make movement, there we go, so fast in Quake and Doom, and like what the intention was. Teleport there. And something, his answer was something to the effect of like, it's like we thought this was like just kind of like the next evolution in like video games, like the idea of fast movement, like kind of like being like a next generation of game design, like fast movement and fast action. Just a lot of older games were more slow paced, so it's like how could we distinguish ourselves? Right, so we found a portal which leads to something. Let's find out what that something can be. And some more ammo. Gladly take that. And in we go. Okay, well, we're in a cavernous area. I wonder if we'll need to go back to that previous area. Or maybe this will give us the last gear that we need. Wouldn't shock me. Hearing a lot of general monster noises. Oh, hello. Just general monster activity. Can't tell if they're like fighting each other or trying to shoot at me through the wall or something. Monster actions. Oh, actually, that guy died in one hit. I think that means they were fighting each other. Probably. Some kind of infighting. Whoa, that's Kubos. How you doing, Kubos? Thank you for that resubscription, my friend. 16 months, so spooky. Kubos, you are anything but spooky. It's good to see you, my friend. Your presence is welcoming. It is not startling. If anything, I'm startled by how cool you are. That's the only part that is upsetting. I'm upset by how good of a dude you are. It's good to see you, bud. How have your streams been going, Mr. Kubos? The Dune movie, I've heard mostly good things. I'll confess, I am so casual. I'm so filthy of a casual that I have never read any of the books or seen any of the movies, including the original, like, you know, the previous, like, David Lynch types of endeavors. So I am very out of the loop. Maybe this is my chance to get learned. We'll go that way in a second. I'm just exploring here. Maybe this is my chance to, like, get started. I'm assuming they're going to make more because it seems like the movie has performed well and has been reviewed pretty well. I've heard a few friends that weren't that impressed, but mostly it's been positive. Still in Skarsgård. I don't know if I know that name, or if there'd be anything I would know. But yeah, I have a number of friends who are big into the books, the Dune books, that is, and have been chomping at the bit for years for a good visual, whether it be TV or film or something like that, some kind of good visual adaptation of Dune. My understanding is that other movies have done some things well, but not all good. Some movies and TV shows were better than others, and some fell kind of flat. So it's like nothing really knocked out of the park, according to them at least. So they've been hopeful for this one. But the message was, it gave me a tingle. It gave me a tingle, Kubos, but then I realized who was giving the message, and I was like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. I don't have to worry. The tingling that I was feeling was actually a tingling in my loins. It was a positive tingle. The Dune Wiki still counts. Still counts. You're more of an expert than I am. You're more well-learned than I. Let's do this. One there. Oh god, I walked through my own poison. Music to my ears. Choking ass potions. One on each entrance. We're covering both holes. I'm sticking it in to... I'm just gonna end that sentence. Actually, it's fine. Some use dash thumb. That sounds familiar. I think I've seen it somewhere. I don't think I've seen gameplay, but I think I've like seen screenshots. Cat grill without salad. That sounds fun. From a humble bundle. Nice. It still works though. It still works. That's right. What is this game? Or rather, when was this game? I'm pretty sure it was like mid-90s. Mid to maybe late 90s. If you've ever heard of Heretic, this is the sequel to Heretic. Of course, Heretic and Hexen are both Doom-like games using the Doom engine. And I think they're even published by id. They were developed by Ravensoft, I think. So they weren't first-party id games, but they were published by them, and of course they use the same engine. So, and as you can guess, very much a Doom-esque game, but instead of guns and rocket launchers and shit like that, you get spells and wands and there's swords and dragons, shit like that. So more medieval, more Lord of the Rings than sci-fi horror, and it's very good. I like it a lot. Heretic I adored. This game is good, but it is very labyrinthine in its design. The levels are extremely sprawling. The puzzles are pretty out there. Is that just me, or is that a Quake? I mean, it's all id, obviously, but is that a Quake key icon? Or this game came out first. Maybe Quake key icons are Hexen key icons. Wouldn't that just blow my Heckin or my Hexen mind? These guys are annoying. Just wait for them to drop their shield. Otherwise, your bullets will ricochet. Post Doom 2, yeah, that makes sense. Pre-Quake, yep. That sounds about right. 96 probably, yep. I would not doubt it in the slightest. Two parts of the map that are on top of each other. It's a good question because this is still the Quake 1 and 2 engine. I wonder if that would have been doable in this game at all. Because the Quake 1 and 2 engine, you know, when it came to the x-axis, x values, you could just be standing right here, shoot forward, and hit somebody beneath you. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know of any moments where that's a thing, Kubos. I imagine if so, it would require some wizardry of the Doom 1 and 2 engine, the id engine. Because, yeah, limitations at the time, at least, meant that kind of shit was hard, if not impossible, to do. Although we were saying earlier that games like Strife push the engine to its limits. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Yeah, we do have... This is with GZDoom, so this is through a custom Doom engine. So I'm not playing this through the vanilla Hexen experience. Custom Doom engine that I'm using is called GZDoom. And the G part is because the guy that made it, his name begins with the letter G. And ZDoom because I can crouch, and I can look up and down easily with mouse controls. So there's a lot of conveniences, modern conveniences that this affords, which I appreciate. Lynch's Doom depicted space witches being pale, hairless creatures. The new one shows them as pale, hairless, dressed in black. Oh, House Harkonnen. Okay, so those are separate then. We need some kind of faction of Citadel, Hellraiser. There you go. That's right. Yeah, you need just one. You can't have two or more, or else they'll cannibalize each other. We can't have that. Digressing and side questing. Verticality. That's right. It just didn't. Yeah. Yeah. It's like officially, in some ways, and in other, well, in some ways, yes, it had a Z-axis, and in other ways, no, it did not have a Z-axis. By many accounts, Doom was a two-dimensional game. But there, obviously, from a visual perspective, in the presentation, it did have a Z-axis, because you would see platforms where you would drop down, that kind of thing. So there was a Z-axis, but there wasn't, you know, one of those kind of weird ones. And I think it's fascinating how they were able to kind of fudge it. Oh, there's a tome. We were just talking about tomes. Oh, God. So tomes make shit cool. There we go. Yeah, splash damage. Actually, I probably could have done one shot with the BFG. The equivalent of the BFG, and that would have done the trick. Most likely. Just so expensive to use. Evil Gingers. Yeah, that's right. Sting. That's right. I remember hearing about that. That was like I think his acting debut. Uh-oh. That means an enemy spawned somewhere. So should I use the tome now? Or should I wait? Maybe I like wait for a boss battle or something. Like if it's a limited time kind of deal. See, we were just talking about them tomes. Gonna end up, what's the Alice in Chains song? Them bones, them tomes. Gonna end up a big old pile of them tomes. I know, bad joke. I'm sorry, bad pun. Another switchy. And I guess I don't have this key. The rusted key. Yeah, I see that icon and I just think Quake. That's where my brain goes. I quake in my boots. Oh. You know what? Now's a good example. Let's fire that thing off and let those eviscerate all whomst to remain. Didn't get that guy, though. Are you not a bad guy? Oh, I thought that was a gargoyle. Just show what I know. Oh, that's not... I thought this was gonna be a... Ouch. A death pit. A death pit full of death shit. It was neither. Except jumping up the stairs is a little bit arduous. Another switchy. Does this lead anywhere? No, but there might be another cavern on the other side. Can't imagine with these platform segments without mouse controls. Holy shit. Be infuriating. Actually, is this one where you can just, like, go fast? It is. Okay, you can also... Alright, so that's one you don't actually have to jump. You can just sprint and glide across the platforms. Rusted key. Hell yeah. And that's how we got here initially, I think. Yeah, okay. So let's grab the other thing that I saw. More friends. Very good. Let's go ahead and save. The beat down on a pill bug. Yes, yeah. Little roly-polies. Some more of these things, which is good. I used a bunch of them earlier. So I just want to kill that guy real fast like. This is just a bonus area, nothing useful or needed necessarily. Alright, so rusted key time. Should save every so often. Save early, save often. It's the mantra we all aspire to abide by. So it doesn't kill everything, but it kills it does a lot. It's pretty impressive. Even if it doesn't kill, it does a lot of damage. Ouch. That wants another one. Ow, man, I'm getting tore up. I'm getting cornered. That's not good. One more. Got his ass. Let's get the Flechette potions equipped again. Equipped, rather. Equipped. Potato. Let's put one there. I'm getting a little bit low on... Well, not actually that low on ammo. We're doing alright. Oh, what? He can still block? Oh, that's bullshit. Ouch. It's always so satisfying placing one of those and having it work. On these guys in particular, these shielded lads, because they're so annoying. Doesn't care about shields or walls. That's actually pretty cool. I was wondering if it was going through walls or not. Because sometimes I'll fire it and it has a hard time getting to the bad guys. Other times it just shreds. Just fucks every butt that has ever existed and ever will exist. If you've ever even thought about a butt, that butt shall be affected by that weapon. Oh shit. Anti-gravity oh, gadgets. I thought you said goggles. It's like, how would anti-gravity goggles even work? But just, yeah, anti-grav stuff. So it does allow him to walk. He just floats like a balloon. Interesting. Yeah, why not just fly around and be a fucking badass? That'd be awesome. Also trying to use blue and gray and green magic at around the same rates, because as you noticed, the BFG giant dick slamming weapon is awesome, but it uses both ammo pools, draws from both ammo pools. So that is an issue. So I have to be mindful of my resource usages. One behind me. Oh, that guy was low on health already. Sometimes I wish I could see their health bars above their heads, like other RPGs and the like. Because sometimes it's a guessing game on how damaged they are. Yeah, I did use some potions earlier. Still got lots of instant heal vials. Not too vile, I would say. Just gonna go for that guy. I'm gonna pull myself over here. That way the vector from them to me has that guy in the middle. So it hit him, but did not kill. Did some damage. Sometimes I don't even bother putting up the shield. You'll shoot them and they'll just keep walking. So you can get some easy cheaty hits sometimes. Oh, it was targeting these guys. Yeah, these guys are not a threat, honestly. Well, they're not as much of a threat. So yeah, sometimes it'll hit enemies you didn't even know existed. This is the fourth switch. Oh boy. There's a lot of friends that it just spawned. It's I'll use this stupidly disgusting OP weapon to tenderize them. And then clean up the mess that remains. Because it weakened a lot of them, even if it didn't kill. Was I hearing infighting just now? Was I hearing some smacks? Some sugar smacks? Maybe not. I thought I was hearing like other smacking noises. Lots of green magic or flechettes. Another tome. Or this one's a codex, but presumably the same general idea. Does anybody know if I should use the tomes instantly or if it's like I should wait for a boss battle? Somebody, because I think it was Kagan earlier was saying that tomes are good. You want to keep an eye out for them. But I don't know if they're like a permanent upgrade or if it's like a, you know, a limited time kind of offer. So I was thinking it'd be a limited time thing. That would make the most sense. Also, is this a dead end? Very well might be. Eat them. Delicious. High in fiber. And mold. Penicillin, yeah, it'll cure infections. Eat a moldy tome. Unless something else is available now that we've gone through this area. See, all those switches have been hit. Let's go out the way we came. Maybe there was something else that's available to us. Hearing more monster noises in the distance. Well, this guy might have just respawned from earlier. Yeah, I think I know the answer as well. I should hang on to them. Save them for a rainy day. We're back here. And it was all leading to that direction. That, of course, leads to the top areas. Which is nice. So go back the way we came then. Yeah, I was worried that... Or not worried, I was hoping that we would find something nifty. Like the fourth gear, for instance. We have 3 gears and 2 tomes. That's the guy that sang that one song from the 80s. Jenny 8675309. Tommy 2 tomes. That's why I know, bad joke, bad pun. What about the map? We do have a map. That's true. What's that? Oh, we have this little thing there, so I didn't have to make that quick jump. We do have a map. So if we're really desperate, we could use that to see if there's any obvious paths. The only thing that catches my eyeballs is a thing over here. There's that little nook, that little niche. Oh, it's just a switch. Okay, which already hit. And there's one over here as well, but I think that one will require some platforming. There is a map, yeah. I find that I don't use it all that often. It's not that it's not useful, but usually if I'm stuck, it's not that I can't find, like, how to find my way to, like, the door that I missed or something. It's usually... Okay, that's that niche right there. It's usually more about how do I find the switch that I missed, you know, or the door that's unlocked now that was previously locked, but there's no obvious way to tell. Oh, here we go. Is this new? This might be new. It is new. Although, not much else can be done here, it seems. Just gruntings. Oh, they scroll with a blue rune? I can show you they look like little bookies. Little bookies. Just got a few of them. Nothing's called a tome. Yeah, I think they were... Yeah, they had a different name. What were they called? I don't have a way to... Oh, wait. Here's with this. Liber Obscura? Liber Oscura, maybe. And then... Yeah, we found 2 of them. Liber Oscura and... Daemon Codex. That was the other one. Daemon Codex. Secret book? I think it is. Yeah, secret book in Spanish. So the Daemon Codex and the Liber Obscura. So, which might, so they have like unique names. Which is pretty cool. Hear more monster noises, of course. Okay, well, I guess we'll go back the way we came then. I think we've explored as much of this area as we could. You know what? Let's do this. Let's experiment. Cannot use this here. So it's a usable object. Okay. So maybe it's like part of a puzzle. Thinking emoji. They are puzzle items, you're right. So we need to find a place where they can be used or placed or something. Are there any, so we have two of them. Are there any place that we've seen where there were two, it's like pedestals or summoning spirits, summoning circles, or a big sign that says spank here. Something like that, maybe. Sconces are reversed, so that's not fancy. Let's go back this way. Nice of them to keep giving us more enemies to kill. They're just giving us more victims. Apparently full on green magics. Heretic and Hexen mixed up, yeah. I would say that since I played Heretic, like I think it was about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. It was right before I played Pikmin 2, I remember. It wasn't that long ago, so there's certain parts of the game I can remember pretty well. But yeah, I could see myself getting this game in Heretic, or like certain levels and certain power-ups. I could definitely see myself getting those mixed up after like some time in between. There's nothing else in here. Let's go back to the portal. So I've hit a bunch of switches. In fact, there's a few new switches that we hit earlier that we have not fully explored, because there's the possibility that there's one more little bonus area that has some kind of path that would maybe eventually lead to the 4th gear. In fact, I was hoping that area would lead us to the 4th gear, and it didn't. It's fine. I'm not upset about it. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. So I kind of want to explore around again, kind of do another once over. See if there's anything new that is available that was not previously. And the presence of bad guys, nothing fancy, because bad guys are spawning in constantly. It's one kind of an annoying part about this game is infinite spawning bad guys. It's not a ton of them, it's just 1 or 2 of them every couple minutes, but it's annoying enough to be a drain on your resources, and there are finite resources in this game. As long as you're a somewhat professional gamer, it's not too bad, but it's a factor to consider. Oh, this is open. There's the gear. There it is. That's what I was hoping to see. I was hoping that would be opened at some point, somehow, some way. Break shit, yeah. Can I go up? Looks like it might be part of an elevator, maybe. Well, if nothing else, we have all the gears. Let's go to that little room where we place said gears. And there will be only cheers. And nobody will be there will be no jeers. And I'm running out of rhymes. That's okay. It's probably for the best that I cease this madness. Gotta find that room again. Now, actually, now might be a good time to bust up the map. Is it this one here? You know. It's over here. It's not it either. Shit. Thought it was over this way. Is that it? Nope. Was there something on the wall? No, there was not. So we got gear number 3. This feels encouraging. Here we go. So this is 4 places where gears can go. It's a satisfying noise. There's a few more. There we go, last one. A platform is lowered in the tower. The clock is churning. I bet it's gonna be in the tower then, where we use these tomes. The Libra and the Codex. Actually, what am I doing? It said the central tower, right? Just in the tower. Yeah, I can guess which tower they'd be referring to. Actually, I'll grab that health. It's interesting. I thought that was like a chain noise. I thought maybe like the portal was lined with chains, because I heard the noise as I approached. Maybe it was like a lowering force or something. Look at the middle. So it's this central spire right here. That's what I'm assuming they mean. They say something about the tower. Aha, that's the one. And it's another friend, the Dank Servant. Yeah, it's one of those guys where you throw him on the ground, and the Minotaur fights for you. Oh, new level. Oh, wow, that was a sudden transition. So it wasn't like a hub world, it was just that was a standalone level. Because usually it's like a hub world. Usually one level is like the hub, and then it branches out a bunch of side paths. That was just one semi-lit. I guess there were a few branches, but not as many. Boss battle? Maybe eventually. Yeah, get their asses. Oh god, don't get my ass though. Okay. Seems like this is like maybe lower or maybe higher on that same tower. It's like it's part of the same overall structure. It's 12:43. Probably have to wrap up fairly soon. Portal we can just jump into right now. I feel like I should hold off for the time being, but eventually that's a spot to check out. So yeah, I wonder if now is a good time to end the stream, or if I should go a little bit farther. I see there's like a kind of that door. I'm curious what that could be all about. Well, ammo. The ghost friends just ripped a dude to shreds out here. Just fucking tore his ass in half. Oh joy, my favorite. These guys are a unique challenge. I don't dislike fighting them, but they can be... Sure. Just gonna fire that into the room and let them deal with it. And deal with my problems for me. They do a very good job. If your problems are a lot of enemies in a room, they will resolve that problem for you pretty darn well. Got his ass. Suspect lots of glass shattering here. I like how when you break the stained glass windows, it looks like confetti. I know it's not. My sensibilities inform me that that would be absurd, Alex. It's not confetti, but that's where my brain goes. It's like a big old party ball, fucking pinata of bad guys and demons and blood and guts. That's where my brain goes. And presumably one of these, actually one of them already had a switch of some variety. I bet there's more where that, oh god, that's a death pit. Yep. Probably more where that came from. Oh, you're a headless statue. Thinking emoji. One of these fucking dingleheimers. Behind him. Ooh, double health. Or double, not health, double ammo. Looks like a D12. Actually, I wonder if that's intentional. If, like, they're supposed to look like Dungeons and Dragons shaped die. That's something I never even considered until just now with the ammo pickups. Probably a coincidence, but it'd be cool if there was some kind of common thread there. Where did an enemy spawn in just now? And there he is. I shot him in the ass. So we found the one spot we could walk up to the statue and say, which means that there's something we do with it. Nothing else jumps out at me. Nothing on the pillars. Like there might have been one level in Heretic where I got screwed over by missing a switch on a pillar like this, just a nondescript pillar. And now ever since I'm nervous about missing something that hard to miss. I'm sorry, easy to miss. Making it that easy to miss. And having it be like a required thing. It's one thing if it's for a secret, but if it's a required switch you need to press to go forward, that's another thing entirely. So yeah, if this is a D&D, like a dice equivalent, this would be a D4, four-sided die. The green ones maybe would be more D8s, maybe? See if when we find the green ones, I'll try to inspect it closer. Should I bust out the big guns? The answer is an astounding, resounding yes. Ouch. Oh, I'm getting fucked up by my own homies. Oh, I got squished. Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know why I went right into it again, but yes. Squishied. Oh, shit. No, there was a portal. Or an autosave, rather. This one, I think. Okay. How's about that? Let's actually use that as the time to wrap up now. Now we've got a little sample plot of what lays ahead. I didn't save at all while I was in there. I should have. But that's okay. Let's save now and forever hold our peace, or at least temporarily hold our peace. Oh, it was the thunder effect. That's what it was. So we're going to save here, and next time we'll pick up where we left off. We'll continue this level here. And I don't know how much longer this game is. I might even look up to see how many more levels remain. I do know that after this game is finished, there's an expansion. It is called, and I have it on Steam. It is called Deathkings of the Dark Citadel, and it's it's like an expansion that is, I think, meant to be played immediately after you play Beyond Heretic. So once we beat the base game, we'll then play the expansion. I'm guessing the expansion is probably another chapter or two. It's nothing too crazy, but yeah, we'll play that after this one wraps up. So we got more Hexen in our future.